Random games. This isn't a hostage situation. Your time is valuable. You want to hear about Miami versus Duke, but you don't want to sit through Boston College v Tech. Great. Hey, I got an app for that. Scroll the timeline. We're giving you what you want, when you want it, and very distilled fashion.
We're catered to you and the teams you love. That's Cash the Ticket. Listen on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
When you've got better hygiene, your business performs better, and Talk can help you get there. As a leading global brand in workplace hygiene, they get how important it is to sweat the small stuff, notice every detail, and keep striving to make your business run better. From paper towels to hand sanitizers, Talk offers a broad range of dispensers, refills, and services that can help you cut waste, clean more sustainably, and even avoid runouts with data-driven cleaning. Better hygiene for better business performance. Visit talkusa.com/hygiene. Talk. Think ahead.
The summer is flying by, and with winter not far off, it's time to fix those windows before the cold weather kicks in. At CCL, you may know us as Cape Cod Lumber, we've partnered with Andersen Windows for over 25 years because Andersen is the #1 trusted name in windows and doors. Visit the CCL Homescape showroom to see the Andersen 400 series windows. CCL is a name you can build on. See more at cclco.biz/AW. CCL and Andersen Windows, a great team.
In the market for a new vehicle? Then you have to visit Flood Mazda. As a President's Award winner, we're committed to providing an exceptional dealership experience. Stop in and browse over 150 new vehicles, including the all-new Mazda CX-90, CX-5, CX-30, and more. Plus, shop a wide selection of high-quality pre-owned vehicles, along with Mazda-certified pre-owned vehicles, all priced for your budget. And every vehicle is backed by our Flood Advantage Plan, a no-cost maintenance package to keep your Mazda running at peak performance. Looking to trade? We'll give you top dollar for your trade-in. We buy all makes and models. And when you need to service your vehicle, we have you covered with complimentary pickup and delivery, loaner vehicles, and more. Whether you're a lifelong Mazda driver or looking to make the switch, there's never been a better time or place to get behind the wheel of a new Mazda than right now at Flood Mazda in Wakefield. It's the Flood way. Visit us at 220 Old Tower Hill Road or online at floodmazda.com.
We get our weekly groceries delivered through Instacart because once football season starts, game time is family time. I can get everything my family needs for the week, from reliable staples to specialty ingredients, all delivered right to my door in as fast as 1 hour. So I can stay on my game without missing a minute of the game. Visit Instacart.com or download the app to get free delivery on your first 3 orders. Offer valid for a limited time. Minimum order $10. Additional terms apply. Instacart. Add life to cart.
Football season is around the corner, and BetQL is here to help you win more consistently this year. BetQL is an absolute game changer if you're looking to find trends to help you win. Make smarter bets on spreads, totals, player props, and more. BetQL has already helped over 300,000 people with powerful analytics and community insights. Don't fumble away your cash this football season. Visit BetQL.com for their free daily analysis today. That's BetQL.com. BetQL.com.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Back here on the Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Red Sox and Rays wrapping up their series from Tropicana Field tonight. Now, normally in the pregame, we talk with Alex Cora, but he was already on the flagship WEEI earlier today. So Will Fleming had a chance to catch up with Red Sox hitting coach Pete Fatse, and it's brought to you by your New England Ford dealers and their Discover Summer Sales event. With a large inventory in stock, now is the best time to trade in, trade up, and discover your best summer ever with Ford.
With the hitting coach Pete Fatse finale in St. Pete, and St. Pete for Pete. The offense is going right now, Pete, and it really feels like if your team is going to make this big-time push, it's going to be on the backs of your hitters.
I just think we're all committed to the goal, and we know where we're at. We know where we want to get to, and the thing we talk about is just 9-on-1. I mean, it's we have to be a collective group against the starter every night, try and get out as soon as we can, and then go to work on the bullpen. So it's definitely the same collective approach we've had all year, but we obviously know where we're at.
It feels important to win all these games to stay in the race, but from my perspective, it seems like offense and hitting, for your group, it's a more collective effort, to use your word, when the games mean something. Is that the way you see it? It's really important to stay in this thing so the guys can kind of stay in that all pulling on the same side of the rope mentality?
Yeah, I mean, I think in general it's been something we focused on all year. I think there's always that that level of excitement to have an opportunity to potentially get to the playoffs. So I think when you have that carrot, everybody's obviously very excited about the opportunity or the potential for it. But I think it comes down to, what you value over 162 days has to be consistent, right? You have to have consistency with how we prepare, the conversations we have in our meetings, how we're going to attack certain guys. Like, we have to have consistency there. And then this time of year, we're really just building off that consistency. I mean, you try not to let the standings and things like that creep in, but it's also kind of the fun of this time of year. You're playing for something, and there's a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. So we're just keeping forward with our process.
Got to talk about your first baseman, who has, I go back to spring training, Pete. I said the guy's going to hit 30 home runs. He just looked the part, and obviously he struggled a little bit early. You made a big-time adjustment with that back left elbow. He's loosened up. He's more aggressive early in counts. Can you talk about the progress that he's made?
Yeah, I mean, I think you got to give, all the credit goes to Tristan, right? I think the hardest thing to do in this game is it's about failure, right? It's a game of failure. 3 out of 10, everybody says it all the time, and that's having a lot of success. I think it's being able to find consistency when the game feels like it's beating you up, and his routines, the way he attacks. I'm sure you guys have talked about this quite a bit, but just the way he attacks his process, his preparation, everything, with how he takes care of his body, to how he studies pitchers. You could tell that he's going to have a lot of success. It just came down to the execution part, and he was willing to make some adjustments, things he felt. Him and Louie worked really, really close on a lot of that stuff too, and I just think he's grown tremendously throughout the year. His routines changed. He's made some adaptations to what he does in the cage in terms of his preparation, and I think it's helped him a lot.
It's normally pitchers who remember all these sequences, like every pitch they threw in orders. He's that way, where like you go to him and talk about it at bat, he remembers every single detail.
Yeah, I think I say it's a recall thing. I've been around a lot of very successful hitters, and you see some that they come back to the dugout and they ask you and they say, hey, what pitch was that I just hit? And there's others that can tell you the temperature, who was playing short, where the direction of the wind. They can pick up on all these small details. And Tristan's definitely one of those guys. I think a big skill of his is the visualization. He's able to recall a lot of moments. And I think ultimately when you're kind of building your Rolodex as a player, the more familiarity you have with certain pitch types and sequences, how you've been pitched in certain situations, the easier it becomes to adapt. And he definitely has that skill.
We often see you with the iPad out when a pitching change is made. Tristan talked about the changeup he knew was coming from Davinsky. Is that the kind of thing you're talking about? Is it sort of little tidbits that might help a hitter in that spot?
Yeah, we obviously do a lot of work before the series starts on the opposition in a variety of ways. But I think the most important thing in a pitching change is understanding the shapes, number one, so like how a pitch is going to look or move, and then ultimately how we think a guy is going to attack you. So based on, whatever the Davinsky changeup is, Cassis had mentioned, we know he's a guy that throws a lot of changeups. So I think that's something that Cassis kind of was confident going into in terms of something he was looking to hit. But yeah, that's typically the stuff. And then obviously we're reviewing video and then any other notes that we have on a certain guy.
Duvall has been in one of those runs where he's just locked in. Have you been around a guy like that, where these home runs come in clusters like that and he can really carry an offense?
I don't know if I've ever been around somebody like him, but he's another guy too. It starts with his preparation and his attention to detail in his own work. So not only is that with the swing, but also just his interpretation of like what pitches are going to do. Part of that, he's been around the league for a long time, and he's familiar. And I ultimately think players that play long enough, you have a good understanding of what you do well, but also how the opposition is going to attack you. And I think that feeds in your game planning. And I just think he's done a really nice job of staying on top of both of those things. When the swing needs a tweak, he's very good about communicating those things, and we're good at working through those things with him. And then ultimately, he's just really good about being convicted to what he wants to hit. And obviously, when those two things line up, you get tons of production like you've seen.
This is a weird time of year with him and with Turner, because we've all loved watching them hit. You've put so much into both of them. I say it every night. I'd love to have both those guys back here in Boston. Your turn to make the case for that.
Oh, man. I can't say enough good things about them. And I think the other piece of that is, speaking for myself as well as the rest in our hitting group, like we obviously learn a lot day to day working with those guys. Right? We're drawing on their experiences, and I think that's one of the best parts of having guys like that, especially guys that are approachable and take the accountability that they take on a day-to-day basis. Like they're always prepared, they're always working, and they're willing to share things. And I think that's what makes your group better, when you have people that are willing to invest in others, whether it's coaches or players. I think that's what a successful or a winning culture is all about. And it's authentic, and I think when those two guys are a part of our group, I mean, that's kind of what they bring out.
Rafi's in one of those periods where this happens, where sometimes the body gets ahead of the hands, the bat, the swing gets long. Is that what you're seeing from him? And do you think the notion of trying to get that 30th home run out of the way, is that a thing?
I mean, I think maybe. I don't know for a fact. I think it might be. I definitely think right now, you're in one of those pockets where we face some teams with some really good fastballs, right? Like the Astros, that's what they do. They go right at your weakness, and obviously elevation is something that they do well. And I think it just comes down to, frankly, not expanding up. He can hit a heater, at the from the belt to the belly, but it's when you start chasing up, trying to cover it. I think that's ultimately the challenge. That's what he's working through right now. And he's Rafael Devers. I have no question he's going to be fine. It's just more about continue to work through that.
So easy to say from where I sit and watch these games. Mm-hmm. He's at his best when he hits these line drives to left center field, and it feels like for a month we've not seen many of those. How do you convince him? How does he get himself in a better position to do that thing that makes him so good?
Yeah, I think a lot of it's timing related. I mean, to your point, he's at his best when he's missing balls, when he's late hitting balls off the monster, homers to left field. I think a lot of it's timing and it's effort for me. Just he doesn't have to swing hard to hit a ball 450 feet. He just has to touch it. And I think when he's under control and within that mindset, and feels confident in that, I mean, that's when it all comes out. So it's just daily reminders. He's been doing this at a high level for a little bit, and it's just about the daily little reminders, and also just not forgetting he's Rafael Devers and he has that capability.
No doubt about that. 140 games with Massa, and I mean, he came onto the scene like a house of fire. Yeah. We know about the legs, we know about the travel. Time off is important for him. But can you tell us what you've learned? He's hot again. Clearly the rest helped him. He's going to be with us for a long time. What have you learned about how to work with him?
I think, I think from my perspective, at least on the hitting side, it's like Massa drives the ship, right? Like it took a while for us to, and we're still learning about him and his needs and the cues that work. But I think it's simpler is always going to be better. Just he's such a pure hitter. He has such a pure move to the ball. It really just comes down to trying to keep things as simple as possible. And the other thing is he generates a ton of torque. Like he's a guy that creates a lot of juice. And I think sometimes maybe when the legs aren't underneath him, there's a tendency to want to use the upper body a little bit more. And that's when you start to see those rollovers or those like top spin balls put in play to the pull side. So it's kind of just staying on top of that. And anytime we get a sense of it, checking through the mechanics, but ultimately and making sure he feels good, his legs are underneath.
Lastly for you, a couple things on a couple of the new guys. And look, we got our first look at Wilger in Houston. And I had not watched, I saw him in spring training, but the swing is gorgeous. And he lets it loose, man. He lets that thing eat. He's got a real feel for the strike zone. He has impressed me.
I mean, he's got a chance to be a really special player for me. And I think it's exactly what you had just said. I mean, typically you see guys with power, with the potential for power, and they have to sell out to the power, and there's the swing and miss and the chase. I think it's impressive about him is that he can get his best swing off, is extremely compact, and he doesn't sacrifice the strike zone. And there's going to be some miss in there, but ultimately he's not chasing, which is in this level the most important thing. I mean, you've seen the at-bats so far. He's done a great job of being competitive, and then when you make mistakes, he makes people pay. It's just such a clean move from the left side. I think he has a chance to be a really nice player.
Lastly, I know it's not been a long time, but Cedon comes up. He gets hits, man, and he is a free swinger. How do you balance these things? There's a little Devers in there where you don't want to take away the aggression and this great bat-to-ball skill. What have you seen from Rafael?
It's been everything people have talked about, right? Obviously, you got a chance to be around him in spring training. Dynamic athlete. I think the ability to run the bases, get on, and wreak havoc, things like that. But I think offensively, as it comes down to swing decisions, it's really about just condensing the reason you're going to chase, right? It's not don't chase. It's just if you're going to be aggressive in an area. So if you're looking close, you might chase in. If you're looking up, you might chase up. If you're looking away, you might chase away. But for the most part, you don't want to be chasing in 4 directions, right? So it's about kind of managing that. And he's done a really nice job. The minor league group's done a good job communicating that with him. And I think he came up here prepared to just continue that execution, which has been nice.
It's been really fun to watch you guys hit. Always fun to talk to you, Pete. Good luck tonight.
For sure. Thank you.
All right, there you go. The hitting coach, Pete Fatse, with Will Fleming. Time now for the injury report presented by Catches Law Group, New England's personal injury pros since 1986. Catches has won over $2 billion for their injured clients, and you never pay unless Catches wins. Injured, schedule a free legal evaluation by calling 508-321-7000 or at catcheslaw.com. Alex Verdugo remains out of the lineup and day-to-day with his hamstring injury, and top prospect Marcelo Mayer has been shut down for the rest of the AA season as he's dealing with a shoulder injury. Our bet du jour, look at the lineup, the pitching matchup, and the scores around Major League Baseball, all on the way next here on the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow.
Hello, everyone. This is your Delta Airlines flight attendant speaking. On behalf of your Delta crew, we're excited to announce we're growing our flight attendant team.
You can learn more about our world of opportunities at our flight attendant info session right here in Providence on September 14th and 15th. If you love to travel, meet new people, help others, and are seeking an office view of the world, a career at Delta may be right for you. To learn more, visit us at delta.com/flywithus. That's delta.com/flywithus. It's your time to climb with Delta.
The Angie's List you know and trust is now Angie, and we're so much more than just a list. We still connect you with top local pros and show you ratings and reviews, but now we also let you compare upfront prices on hundreds of projects and book a service instantly. We can even handle the rest of your project from start to finish. So remember, Angie's List is now Angie, and we're here to get your job done right. Get started at Angie.com. That's ANGI, or download the app today.
The week ends. Yay! The errands begin. Instacart has a huge selection of household essentials beyond groceries. So whether you need bags of avocados or bags of mulch, cans of tomatoes or cans of tennis balls, Instacart can deliver whatever you need so you get time and energy back to spend your weekends doing what you love. Visit instacart.com or download the app to get free delivery on your first 3 orders. Offer valid for a limited time, minimum order $10. Additional terms apply. Instacart. Add life to cart.
The second half of the baseball season is here, and each game means a little bit more. We're talking pennant races and wildcard chases, with each pitch bringing us closer to the playoffs. The free Odyssey app lets you listen to live play-by-play of your local team. So no matter what you're up to, you'll never have to miss another game. Download the free Odyssey app today and keep baseball close by all summer long. That's AUDACY. Odyssey.
Football is back, and so is Cash the Ticket. Jim Costa with Mike Valeni every week this fall. That's picks, parlays, and that sweet, sweet value on all the NFL and college football matchups.
This is the most on-demand podcast of on-demand podcasts. Here's what I mean, and this is something we believe in. If you want to cry and moan, oh, my timeline, it's flooded, grow up. Okay, first world problems. Every game is going to be broken down. Why? Let me tell you as a podcast listener, I don't want to sit through 17 random games. This isn't a hostage situation. Your time is valuable. You want to hear about Miami versus Duke, but you don't want to sit through Boston College v Tech. Great. Hey, I got an app for that. Scroll the timeline. We're giving you what you want, when you want it, and very distilled fashion.
We're catered to you and the teams you love. That's Cash the Ticket. Listen on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online? Just go to hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and trusted generic alternatives to the name brands at up to 95% off. That's right, get generic for Viagra, the same active ingredient as brand name Viagra, but for 95% less. It's the same medication, still prescribed by a licensed medical provider, but with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit, hims.com/joy.
Football season is around the corner, and BetQL is here to help you win more consistently this year. BetQL is an absolute game changer if you're looking to find trends to help you win. Make smarter bets on spreads, totals, player props, and more. BetQL has already helped over 300,000 people with powerful analytics and community insights. Don't fumble away your cash this football season. Visit BetQL.com for their free daily analysis today. That's BetQL.com. BetQL.com.
Hey, this is Tristan Casas. This is the home of the Sox, WEEI.
All right, back here on the Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Red Sox and Rays from Tropicana Field. The winner will take the series. Not a lot of winners in the bet du jour. Well, it's brought to you by FanDuel, official partner of Major League Baseball. Last night on the program, Terp, you weren't in. Joe Braverman was. He took... and not to just poo-poo his picks because mine have been terrible, but he took Rangers money line against the Astros. Rangers lost 14-1, so he just missed. And then classic, I went over 7.5 strikeouts for Garrett Cole, so you can only imagine how many he had. 7 on the nose. So I'm 28-34. Thankfully, this is done at the end of the month. Joe fell to 0-2. Terp comes in with a 5-5-1 record. So a win tonight, Terp, and you are going to run away with this thing as the only one with a winning record. So what do you have for us?
I'm going to go with the fun one tonight in the Lone Star State. Rangers and Astros. Justin Verlander versus Max Scherzer. Both Verlander and Scherzer. They've both been excellent since their trades. And given how competitive the AL West is, this is a really big game. And these two are surefire Hall of Famers that have been doing it at the biggest level, these biggest leverage situations for the longest time now. So I think they both step up. So I like the under 8.5 runs.
You read my mind. You absolutely read my mind, Terp. That was the one that I liked as well. But what I'll do is I'll take the Astros just to win the game then, just so to give you a different bet. They are plus money. Texas is favored tonight at home with Scherzer on the mound and with the Astros dominating last night. But the Astros have been playing better than the Rangers, so I'll take Verlander to go out there and just straight up get the win. So, yeah, that is certainly a game of intrigue tonight, no doubt. Over-under in the Sox game is 8. Today's pitching matchup, Nick Pivetta versus Tyler Glasnow, sponsored by Town Fair Tire. For the best prices on tires, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. Between the starting rotation and the bullpen, Nick Pivetta 9-7 with a 4.49 ERA. Glasnow comes in 7-5 with a 3.17 earned run average, and he's going to face a Sox lineup brought to you by Herb Chambers, New England's largest selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. At Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars, we help people buy them. HerbChambers.com. Wilyer Abreu will lead off and play center field, followed by Devers, Turner, Casas. Adam Duvall in right field bats 5th, then Yoshida, Story, Valdez, and then Connor Wong behind the plate. He bats 9th, again, for Nick Pivetta. Time now for the Subaru of New England scoreboard. With so much to love, you don't want to miss the Subaru of New England A Lot to Love event. For complete details and to find your authorized Subaru retailer, visit SubaruofNewEngland.com. A few finals from this afternoon. The Red Sox do catch a break here as the Blue Jays fell to the A's 5-2. Cubs beat the Giants 8-2. Guardians over the Twins 2-1. And the Pirates edged the Brewers 5-4. Games going on right now. Phillies up 5-0 as they head to the 8th going in against the Padres. Diamondbacks 11, Rockies 5. Later tonight, Dodgers and Marlins. Mariners are at the Reds. Yankees host the Tigers, Mets and Nationals. Braves with Spencer Strider on the mound taking on the Cardinals. White Sox and Royals from Kansas City. The game we just talked about, Verlander, Scherzer, Houston at Texas, should be a great one. And then the late game is the Angels taking on the Orioles. Of course, Baltimore comes to town. Sox will open up a series with the Orioles starting on Friday. Off day tomorrow for the Sox. But they're getting ready to wrap up the series with the Tampa Bay Rays. That's going to do it for us. For our producer, Justin Turpin, I'm Rich Keefe. You've been listening to the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Joe and Will have the call of Red Sox and Rays coming up next on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
You've been listening to the Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show. Proudly brought to you by Mass Mutual. Mass Mutual. Insurance, planning, investments. The Red Sox are coming up next on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
everyone. This is your Delta Airlines flight attendant speaking. On behalf of your Delta crew, we're excited to announce we're growing our flight attendant team.
You can learn more about our world of opportunities at our flight attendant info session right here in Providence on September 14th and 15th. If you love to travel, meet new people, help others, and are seeking an office view of the world, a career at Delta may be right for you. To learn more, visit us at delta.com/flywithus. That's delta.com/flywithus. It's your time to climb with Delta.
The Angie's List you know and trust is now Angie, and we're so much more than just a list. We still connect you with top local pros and show you ratings and reviews, but now we also let you compare upfront prices on hundreds of projects and book a service instantly. We can even handle the rest of your project from start to finish. So remember, Angie's List is now Angie, and we're here to get your job done right. Get started at Angie.com. That's ANGI, or download the app today.
Six Flags' biggest sale of the year is finally here. For 13 days only, save up to 70% off season passes, single-day tickets, and more. With a season pass, you'll get access to Hurricane Harbor and our most popular events like Fright Fest, Oktoberfest, and more. All for up to 70% off. So don't wait. You have until just September 5th to get in on our biggest sale of the year. Visit sixflags.com for more information.
This receiver trio is scary, and it does start with Scary Terry himself there. He's good, man, and I it's just, can we get normal quarterback play for this guy for once in his career? Because you're right. I mean, no shade to ODU's finest Taylor Heineke, but he was literally a backup quarterback in the XFL. And he's probably the best player that Washington has rolled out at quarterback in Terry's, career.
Subscribe to Reception Perception, available on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Football is back, and so is Cash the Ticket. Jim Costa with Mike Valeni every week this fall. That's picks, parlays, and that's sweet, sweet value on all the NFL and college football matchups.
This is the most on-demand podcast of on-demand podcasts. Here's what I mean, and this is something we believe in. If you want to cry and moan, oh, my timeline, it's flooded, grow up. Okay, first world problems. Every game is going to be broken down. Why? Let me tell you as a podcast listener, I don't want to sit through 17 random games. This isn't a hostage situation. Your time is valuable. You want to hear about Miami versus Duke, but you don't want to sit through Boston College v Tech. Great. Hey, I got an app for that. Scroll the timeline. We're giving you what you want, when you want it, and very distilled fashion.
We're catered to you and the teams you love. That's Cash the Ticket. Listen on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
AutoZone is more than a parts store. It's where we help you solve problems like, sorry I'm late, my battery died. And
I need a jump again.
At America's #1 battery destination, you can find the right battery at the right price with options starting at only $89.99. And we offer free battery testing and charging whenever you need it. Get the parts and help you need to get the job done right at AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
At Grainger, we're for the ones who pay attention to every little detail. The ones who fuss, tinker, and sweat the small stuff. Because you know the tiniest thing can make the biggest difference when it comes to keeping business moving. We get it. We're the same way, offering access to product experts to help you quickly and easily find what you need. So whatever your industry, you know you're always getting professional-grade products. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The Rich Keefe Show, weekday afternoons starting at 6. Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. This is...
And the Boston Red Sox are the world champions!
Red Sox Baseball.
And it is gone! And Boston strong!
On the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
For the first time in 86 years!
The Red Sox on WEEI are brought to you by Shaws and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh. Catches Law Group, New England's injury law pros at catcheslaw.com.
And it's gone!
Subaru of New England. Find your authorized Subaru retailer at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Mass Mutual. Insurance, planning, investments. Sponsored by Nissan. At Nissan, we make cars that thrill. Shop NissanUSA.com. Drains by James. Eastern Mass's choice for drain cleaning and pipeline.
And that ball is gone into the front row of the monster seats.
Big Y World-Class Market. It's more than food. It's my Big Y. Buy cars for kids. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
Looking up, grand slam!
By Mike's Amazing, the official mayonnaise of the Boston Red Sox. Ford Trucks, official truck of the Boston Red Sox.
We're going to drive to left field. There are a couple runs way gone.
Arbella, here for good. And by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Long gone into the monster seats.
Sponsored by Town Fair Tire. For the best prices on tires, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. Dig Safe. Click digsafe.com or call 811 before you dig. Cape Cod Lumber. Find the lumber for your next project. cclco.com.
Holy cow!
Sponsored by Sherwin-Williams. Savings and support start day one. Unlock the Pro Advantage at swproplus.com today. Sponsored by Herb Chambers. At Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars, we help people buy them. Now, with all the play-by-play action, here's Joe Castiglione and Will Fleming.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Tropicana Field, where the Red Sox play for the final time this season, and they are happy about that because it's been a house of horrors. Last night, a crushing defeat, and they took the lead in the 11th inning and then gave it up quickly on the 3-run walk-off home run by Brandon Lau that even the series at 1 apiece. The Red Sox are only 2-8 against Tampa Bay this season and 1-5 here at the Trop. And tonight the Red Sox short on bullpen help because they ran through it last night. Most of their prime relievers were used. Today they will count on Nick Pivetta to start and give them some innings. It'll be Tyler Glasnow, the hard-throwing righty who's been very good against the Red Sox in the past, for Kevin Cash's Tampa Bay Rays, who come in second place. The Red Sox are 72 and 67. They could pick up a game on Toronto because the Jays lost this afternoon at Oakland, but the Red Sox have to take care of business here as they take a 72 and 67 record into this contest. Beautiful day outside, a little hot in the low 90s, but comfortably with the humidity not too bad. And now the Rays take the field, and Will Fleming as the starting lineups.
Hey, wonderful to be back with you once again, Joe. And you're right, this thing feels like a totally uphill battle. Tyler Glasnow is on the mound for the Tampa Bay Rays, one of the most talented right-handers in the whole sport. And he, the big, tall righty, leads the Rays out onto the diamond. The navy blue tops above white pants. He's followed by the rest of the Tampa Bay Rays. Brujan and Arozarena make their way out, and they're just about ready for a ball game. The starting lineup's brought to you by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Wilger Abreu, once again, will lead it off. It is just not feeling great still for Alex Verdugo. The plan is to hopefully get him in there Friday against the Baltimore Orioles. But for now, Abreu leads it off, and the center fielder is ahead of Rafi Devers, who bats second. He's the third baseman, and then Justin Turner, who just was fabulous again last night. He's the DH batting third. Tristan Casas looking to hit yet another Tampa Bay home run. He's the first baseman, and he cleans up. I'll tell you what, watching the Rays come out, you see part of the reason they have so much success. They are just kind of a joyous team. Yandy Diaz, when he came out of the dugout, threw his glove at Brandon Lau, and then Lau dribbled a baseball behind Yandy over to Randy Arozarena, who kind of kicked it with his heel to the first baseman, and they are having a blast here in St. Pete, and it's hard to blame them. After Casas, the first baseman, Adam Duvall, he's the right fielder. He bats fifth. Masa Yoshida in left field has looked very good at the plate. He bats sixth. Then Trevor Story back in there at shortstop batting seventh. And Manuel Valdez, the second baseman, bats eighth. Launched a big two-run homer last night, and then Connor Wong catches, and he bats ninth. That's your Red Sox starting lineup, brought to you by America's largest injury law firm. Diaz, Lau, Arozarena, Ramirez, Rayleigh, Paredes, and then Basabe, Siri, and Pinto. For the Tampa Bay Rays, it is lovely outside and even better under the roof, if that's possible. Time and Temp brought to you by Window Nation. Protect and increase the value of your home today. Call 866-90-NATION or go online at windownation.com. Inside the Den of Din, Abreu and Glasnow, Red Sox and the Rays for the play-by-play. Red Sox Hall of Famer Joe Castiglione.
Thank you very much, Will Fleming. The home plate umpire, Jacob Metz, calls for time as something baseball fell out of the bleachers in right center field, and Siri, the center fielder, goes over to retrieve it. David Rackley working at first base, Edwin Moscoso at second base, and Larry Vanover at third. And the umpires are graded. And last night it was reported that Vanover missed 29 pitches. First pitch of the ball game is in there for a call strike.
Well, it felt like it. I thought he had an awful night. He called strikes balls and balls strikes.
86 outside.
He had a rough time. Abreu 9 for 25, 1 homer, 5 RBIs, takes it low.
These are the kind of days I'm mad there's a roof here. It should be retractable in the new place. It's 84 perfect degrees outside.
72 inside. Not many people are here. The pitch, swinging a high pop foul off third out of play. Glasnow goes about 6'8", and he throws hard. He's a towering right-hander who's been very good against the Red Sox. Over his last 3 starts against Boston, dating back to the 2021 season, he has a 1.20 ERA with 13.2 strikeouts per 9. He had a no decision earlier this year against Boston. The pitch is a slider in the dirt.
You got to get him early in counts, I think, Joe, where if he's got 2 strikes on you, if he's ahead, he is lethal.
Left-hand batters hitting .236 against him with 7 homers. Righties only .167. 2-2 the count to Wilger Abreu leading off. The pitch runs a little inside and low. That was close. Here they go with the cowbells. The game is just underway, and the din is oppressive. Three and two the count to the Red Sox leadoff hitter Abreu. The pitch is swung on and fouled to the left into the upper deck, which is unoccupied. They do not sell seats here, at least in the regular season upstairs. They hold about 25,000 in the 2 lower decks. Last night they announced 9,000, probably the same amount or lower tonight. Another 3-2 and a ground ball pull foul. So a long at bat for Abreu. This will be the 8th pitch of the at bat coming up. It's time for Power and Possibilities, brought to you by Comcast Business. Complete connectivity. It's cybersecurity, internet, and mobile. All from one provider, Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
I got Yoshida tonight, Joe. I think he's going to launch another one.
Almost did last night in the 11th inning, but it was caught at the wall. That proved to be pivotal. Last night works from the set. He fires again, 3-2, and leaves it. Oh, strike 3. Oh, the late call by Metz. Abreu took 2 steps to first base. He thought that was ball 4. It was very close. But a late call. I don't know.
Borderline at best. Might have caught the extreme top of the zone, but a great at-bat ends for Abreu.
9 pitches. Here's Devers now. Raffy still sitting on 29 homers. Fouls it straight back. Strike 1. He had a good rip there, hitting at .269. And his 91 RBIs, tied with his teammate Justin Turner for the team lead and 6th overall in the American League.
Pete Fatse told me it's simple for Raffy. Lay off the high fastball.
And there's a high fastball that's up and away.
Like they've just been pounding him. For 2 weeks, it started in Houston, and now the book has just continued. Fastballs above the zone, and he's chased a lot of them.
A ball and a strike. Third baseman in close. The pitch, swing and a miss. He's not going to bunt.
No.
Doesn't make much sense for Paredes to be in that close. Now he moves back. So it's a ball and 2 strikes. Upper 90s for Glasnow. He's overpowering and certainly intimidating. Get Tommy John. Fastball low and away. He is 7-5 with a 3.17 ERA. Had a no decision soon after he came off the injured list back in early June against the Red Sox. 2-1 lifetime. The pitch. Swinging, there's a high fly ball right field. It's pretty deep. Back to the warning track. The right fielder. Did that hit the catwalk?
It did.
And it comes down and behind second base, and Raffy's into second base.
It actually hit the roof. It hit the white tarp roof here.
It was hard to tell. Was that going to go out? Raffy's hands on his hips, staring up at the catwalks.
If it hit the catwalk, it's a homer. But actually, the inner ones, it's not. That would have been a live ball. That hit the roof and caromed right back to the first baseman.
Really, the right fielder was there at the warning track waiting for it to come down. So Raffy gets a double thanks to the catwalk. It's hard to tell how far that ball would have gone. It's 33rd double.
What a ballpark.
Pinball. Strike called on a slider away to Justin Turner. 285 for Turner, which is 8th overall. 22 homers, 91 RBIs. There's the pitch, and it's slow. We didn't see a good replay, but again, they cut out 2 cameras here because their TV network is having financial issues.
Raffy hit it 110 miles an hour off the bat. They estimate it went 333, so I don't think it would have been out. Very close.
There's a swing and a looper foul to the right into the stands.
Gandhi almost made an awesome play there.
It ended up in shallow right field, not far from the foul line.
It's just not big league baseball. I'm sorry.
Now, they've been here for 25 years. No more talk about a new park that's been going on, but we haven't heard much lately. Here's the 1-2. And a fastball is in there. Strike 3 at the knees. Turner stands there a moment, now turns and walks away. That was a good pitch down and away. So here's Tristan Casas. That pitch looked low, really. But located enough to get the umpire to call it a strike. Casas has been on fire. 12-game hit streak. He swings and grounds one toward the middle, but the shortstop moves over, and Basabe throws him out. Didn't hit it very hard. And the side retired. Still haven't seen a good replay on Raffy's ball off the catwalk or off the roof, but in any event, they don't score after half an inning. Tampa Bay coming up on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Hello, everyone. This is your Delta Airlines flight attendant speaking. On behalf of your Delta crew, we're excited to announce we're growing our flight attendant team.
You can learn more about our world of opportunities at our flight attendant info session right here in Providence on September 14th and 15th. If you love to travel, meet new people, help others, and are seeking an office view of the world, a career at Delta may be right for you. To learn more, visit us at delta.com/flywithus. That's delta.com/flywithus. It's your time to climb with Delta.
This is Upper Hand Fantasy.
What about J.K. Dobbins? I think he's going to be the breakout running back of 2023. I love the fact that he's a year removed from a bad injury. I love his price at the 4-5 turn. I'm happy with him as my RB2, but I do think he has RB1 upside, man. I think he is a dark horse candidate to lead the league in rushing. I think he has the talent. He has a great offensive line. He's averaging 5.9 yards per carry so far over his career.
Upper Hand Fantasy, available on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcast.
Football is back, and so is Cash the Ticket. Jim Costa with Mike Valeni every week this fall. That's picks, parlays, and that's sweet, sweet value on all the NFL and college football matchups.
This is the most on-demand podcast of on-demand podcasts. Here's what I mean, and this is something we believe in. If you want to cry and moan, oh, my timeline, it's flooded, grow up. Okay, first world problems. Every game is going to be broken down. Why? Let me tell you as a podcast listener, I don't want to sit through 17 random games. This isn't a hostage situation. Your time is valuable. You want to hear about Miami versus Duke, but you don't want to sit through Boston College v Tech. Great. Hey, I got an app for that. Scroll the timeline. We're giving you what you want, when you want it, and very distilled fashion.
We're catered to you and the teams you love. That's Cash the Ticket. Listen on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
You're listening to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Now, back to the play-by-play action.
Yandy Diaz fouls the first pitch from Nick Cavetta into the right field seats. And it's 0-1. Diaz is number 2 in hitting in the league at .322, 18 homers, 68 knocked in. And the right-hand batter takes a high fastball from Nick, making his first actual start since August 15th. He's been used as a bulk reliever. His last outing was a 3-inning save against Kansas City Saturday. Red Sox need length from him. 1-1. He threw a fastball by him there. As Diaz leads off in the Herb Chambers batting order, sponsored by Herb Chambers Toyota of Auburn and Toyota of Boston. Right-hand batter, .340 career against the Red Sox with 8 homers. And he waves at a slider away, strike 3. So Pivetta strikes out the first man he faces, and now last night's number 1 villain, Brendan Lowe, had a tough defensive night, made a big error that helped the Red Sox tie the game. Didn't catch a pop-up in the top of the 11th, which he felt he should have had, but walked it off with a 3-run blast, his second walk-off home run of the season off Kenley Jansen. 15-game hit streak now for Lau, who swings and misses strike 1. They have Josh Lowe and Brendan Lau, both spelled the same. 18 homers for Lau. And last night's was the 200th of the season for the Rays. The walk-off, the pitch, swing and a miss. They are tied with the Angels for most home runs in the American League.
Tell you what, Nick's got that look tonight. I mean, this is one of the sights of one of his great starts. He owned them in the playoffs, but here he had a 6-inning no-hitter. He's storming around. He's got that real edgy look to him. I think this could be a big night for Nick.
He's jumped ahead of Lau, 0-2, left-hand batting infielder. And he takes curveball low. Well, spent some time on the injured list. Last night was not a defensive clinic on either side. Here's the pitch, and he swings and grounds it hard right to the second baseman. Valdez has it cleanly and throws him out. 2 down for Randy Arozarena. He's been slumping 8 of his last 38, hitting at .256 with 21 homers. The Bell Insurance Foundation, dedicated to striking out cancer by supporting the Jimmy Fund. Every strikeout from a Red Sox pitcher means $50 from the Arbella Insurance Foundation to the Jimmy Fund. Arbella here for the Jimmy Fund, here for good. Arozarena takes a strike. He's got the bright yellow gloves and yellow shoes. Here's the 0-1 pitch coming. And he swings and hits a pop foul to the right out of play. Pavetta's coming out throwing strikes.
This is my favorite Pivetta. Not only does he look angry and ornery on the mound, he's working quickly. He just gets it right on the hitter.
Tall, slim right-hander from British Columbia. A hit 0-2 once again. The pitch to Randy is swung on, hit hard into left field, a base hit. Raffy took a dive that was pointless. Hit very Ramirez, the DH at .301 with 9 homers. He's driven in 53, and he's been a thorn in the Red Sox side. Been a good pinch hitter for them, and he's hurt Boston in the past.
He has dipped into the Kike Hernandez wardrobe for this ball game.
Got the bright lime green sweatshirt showing. Outside ball 1. Actually, it looks like nylon. He's gone 10-for-22 in his last 6 games against the Red Sox. Arozarena is a base-stealing threat. He doesn't go, and the pitch is slice foul to the right, and it's a ball and a strike. No score, bottom of the first. Runner at first and 2 down. That is 1-1 delivery. And a swing and a miss at a high fastball. That was up in his eyes. That had some life. 96 miles an hour from Nick. Yoshida very much off the line and left. He's way over to left center. And the delivery foul to the backstop as he spoiled a tough breaking ball away.
Well, he needs to be efficient, if at all possible. They would just die if Nick could give them 7 innings tonight. There's so little available in the bullpen.
Big hole on the right side with Casas holding the runner. Long set. Still holding it. Down to 3 on the clock. And time granted the hitter. Pivetta delivered. Would have been a strike. Ramirez, tired of waiting, asked for time and was granted by Metz, the umpire. So he's ready again for the 1-2. The pitch way outside. Backhand saved by Wong. League leaders who's circling the drain. Presented by Drains by James. Eastern Mass's choice for drain cleaning and pipelining, residential and commercial at Drains by James. They give a poop about your pipes. Ohtani remains the home run leader with 44. Robert of the White Sox 35. Garcia of Texas 34. Swinging strike, and he's out. And that retires the side. So Pivetta throwing some heat after 1-0-0 on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Hello, everyone. This is your Delta Airlines flight attendant speaking. On behalf of your Delta crew, we're excited to announce we're growing our flight attendant team.
You can learn more about our world of opportunities at our flight attendant info session right here in Providence on September 14th and 15th. If you love to travel, meet new people, help others, and are seeking an office view of the world, a career at Delta may be right for you. To learn more, visit us at delta.com/flywithus. That's delta.com/flywithus. It's your time to climb with Delta.
Football is back, and so is Cash the Ticket. Jim Costa with Mike Valeni every week this fall. That's picks, parlays, and that sweet, sweet value on all the NFL and college football matchups.
This is the most on-demand podcast of on-demand podcasts. Here's what I mean, and this is something we believe in. If you want to cry and moan, oh, my timeline, it's flooded, grow up. Okay, first world problems. Every game is going to be broken down. Why? Let me tell you as a podcast listener, I don't want to sit through 17 random games. This isn't a hostage situation. Your time is valuable. You want to hear about Miami versus Duke, but you don't want to sit through Boston College v Tech. Great. Hey, I got an app for that. Scroll the timeline. We're giving you what you want, when you want it, and very distilled fashion.
We're catered to you and the teams you love. That's Cash the Ticket. Listen on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Gresh and Fourier, weekdays 10 to 2.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Adam Duvall leading off in the second inning. The Herb Chambers batting order, sponsored by Herb Chambers Porsche of Boston, Porsche Burlington. He swings at the first pitch, and he pops it foul. Back to the screen comes Pinto, the catcher, but it's out of play. You're in the Safelite Auto Glass part of the order for every home run by Red Sox batters 3 through 6. Safelite donates $200 to the Greater Boston Food Bank. Duvall over his last 7 is at .263 with 19 homers. He's playing in right field. Here's the pitch home. Slider low and away.
You asked me if rays are edible.
Yeah.
So I did some research, and I found an article from the Florida Sportsman. It says not only are they edible, but as they say, they're good eating.
Inside, how are they prepared?
So they got 3 recipes on here. One of them is called mock scallops, or scallops as we say in our part of the world. Cut the thick part of the wing out, bread it, put it in egg, and deep fry it. Another one, stingray with capers and broiled stingray with parsley, melted butter, ground white pepper, and paprika.
I wonder if they eventually wind up there, the ones that are out there in the tank. The 2-1 pitch, and he waves at a slider down and away. That's nice, nasty stuff. You don't see much in the way of a changeup from Glass now.
I think I'll probably rather have grouper than stingray, though.
I would agree. I had some good grouper today. In fact, the pitch. Swing and a miss at another slider. 1 down. We take a 10-second break on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Here's Yoshida was at 294 with 15 homers. He's driven in 68, almost had a home run last night. Caught right at the wall in right center by Siri. Ball one missing a low and away. They have Pinto catching. Yandy Diaz at first. Lau at second. Basabe at short. Paredes at third. With Arizona, Siri, and Raley left to right in the outfield. And a fastball for a strike down and away.
Although if they detonate this place, like they've done so many of the old domes, I will catch a stingray and cook it for you, Joe.
Okay. Well, you can't wait for that day. Where would they play, though? They can't seem to get a deal done for a new stadium. The pitch is in there for a strike. I believe their lease goes to 27. But this area has just mushroomed. There's a huge high-rise building going up. I believe it's 47 stories high in the neighborhood. And the condos there start at $1 million. Here's the 1-2. And a top grounder foul by the first base dugout.
Kind of trying to compete. Tampa and St. Pete are for the stadium. Tampa so far has not ponied up as much money. The idea, I think, that is most likely to stick is to build it in the parking lot across the street from here.
St. Pete is booming. High rises. Lots of young people now. The pitch. Chop foul on the ground of the backstop.
It's no longer God's waiting room.
That's what it used to be called. Remember first coming here in the 70s. Park benches were everywhere. Now it's a very youthful community. Right fielder, Raley's way off the line. Last now's 1-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss. He got a fastball by him up and away. Well, he's fanned 4 of the first 6 hitters. And here's Trevor Story. They've been struggling at the plate. 180 with a homer, 5 RBIs. We'll check the Subaru of New England scoreboard. There's so much to love. You don't want to miss the Subaru of New England A Lot to Love event. For details, find an authorized Subaru retailer. Visit SubaruofNewEngland.com. Tampa Bay pitches in there for a strike. Toronto lost this afternoon. Lost at Oakland 5-2. So the Red Sox could pick up a game on the Jays. Pitch home is swung on and missed. Inside heater that was up in his eyes. Pittsburgh beat Milwaukee 5-4. Cubs beat the Giants again 8-2. Giants back to 500. Diamondbacks over the Rockies 12-5. And the Guardians salvaged the finale of their series with the Twins. Cleveland 2, Minnesota 1.
Essential win for them to have any chance.
The 0-2. He swung on and missed. He waved it a slider away. Glasnow's on fire. 5 of the first 7 hitters have fanned. We go to the bottom of the second, 0-0 in the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Hello, everyone. This is your Delta Airlines flight attendant speaking. On behalf of your Delta crew, we're excited to announce we're growing our flight attendant team.
You can learn more about our world of opportunities at our flight attendant info session right here in Providence on September 14th and 15th. If you love to travel, meet new people, help others, and are seeking an office view of the world, a career at Delta may be right for you. To learn more, visit us at delta.com/flywithus. That's delta.com/flywithus. It's your time to climb with Delta.
The second half of the baseball season is here, and each game means a little bit more. We're talking pennant races and wildcard chases, with each pitch bringing us closer to the playoffs. The free Odyssey app lets you listen to live play-by-play of your local team. So no matter what you're up to, you'll never have to miss another game. Download the free Odyssey app today and keep baseball close by all summer long. That's AUDACY. Odyssey.
Football is back, and so is Cash the Ticket. Jim Costa with Mike Valeni every week this fall. That's picks, parlays, and that's sweet, sweet value on all the NFL and college football matchups.
This is the most on-demand podcast of on-demand podcasts. Here's what I mean, and this is something we believe in. If you want to cry and moan, oh, my timeline, it's flooded, grow up. Okay, first world problems. Every game is going to be broken down. Why? Let me tell you as a podcast listener, I don't want to sit through 17 random games. This isn't a hostage situation. Your time is valuable. You want to hear about Miami versus Duke, but you don't want to sit through Boston College v Tech. Great. Hey, I got an app for that. Scroll the timeline. We're giving you what you want, when you want it, and very distilled fashion.
We're catered to you and the teams you love. That's Cash the Ticket. Listen on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Jones and Mego, weekdays 2 to 6.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Luke Raley leading off the Herb Chambers batting order. Bottom of the second, no score. Pavetta's first pitch is a strike. Fastball running over the inner half. Pavetta fan 2. Red Sox have been striking out with great frequency in this series. And the pitch is swung on, ripped toward the gap in right center, but on comes the center fielder Abreu to grab it on a hop. He was positioned well toward right center to cut that ball off. Hit very hard. Raley has the second Rays hit. In the first game of the series, Red Sox fans 16 times, 13 times last night, and 5 already in 2 innings here. Now Isaac Paredes, the third baseman, who has 27 home runs, hitting a .250, driven in 86. He's been hit 19 times. He's cooled off of late, 2 of his last 22. Tigers didn't know what they had with this guy. Fastball in for a strike. It's another case of somebody getting traded here and improving.
To the point you almost shouldn't pick up the phone. When they ask for one of your players, hold on to him.
They see something. Here's the 0-1, and it misses a little outside, a ball and a strike. And a big hole on the right side with Valdez pinched toward the middle. Pavetta's 1-1. Runner goes. Taken for a ball. The throw is not in time. Good throw, but Raley had a pretty good jump. They love to run. That's 14 of 16 for Raley. 149 steal. Lowe, who's not playing tonight, leads him with 28. Rosarena has 21. So a man in scoring position. And the pitch home. He is swung on and a towering pop-up. Hit just in front of home plate. Connor Mastos, the mask away, makes the catch. Barely in foul territory.
That missed the speaker by about 4 inches, right above home plate.
Seen some high drives. Rappy hit one off the roof. It went for a double. So a foul to the catcher brings up Wasabi, who's one of his last 19, hitting a .236 with 1 homer. Back to school busy time, getting your kids to and from school, and extracurricular events can leave little time for other things. So to help Shaws and Star Market offer free curbside pickup or get delivery, try it during back-to-school season. Fastball running inside, check swing, he did not go, ball 1. Shaws.
I would not be caught dead on those catwalks, Joe. That would not be for me.
I've never seen anyone up there. I wouldn't want to volunteer. They're high. The pitch to the right-hand batter, he swings and misses.
Like, even if I'm on a high-rise with glass walls or, big gates that you can't fall over, I still get the heebie-jeebies a little bit.
They must have to go up there sometime for maintenance, but I wouldn't want that job. 1-1, up and in.
Looks like a good place for you and your son and Brian Cashman to jump off of with parachutes on your back.
Like they did, not me, in Stamford, Connecticut with Bobby Valentine. Repelling a 22-story building. Much to our chagrin, the 2-1. Foul to the backstop.
Have you ever talked to Bobby about that?
Yeah, Bobby's, of course, his hometown. He ran for mayor there last year. He was very daring about it. So was Brian Cashman, who broke his ankle jumping out of a plane, skydiving. 2-2 pitch coming to the right-hand batter. And Basabi pokes a ground ball right to the first baseman, grabbed on the second up.
Oh.
Underhand flip to first, close but out. There was a little indecision there about whether to flip to the pitcher, and Pavetta was a little bit late getting there.
I don't think Tristan would have won the foot race. I really don't. Good play.
Raley took third. Ground out 3-1, and here's Jose Siri. He's also been struggling of late, though he does have 25 home runs, hitting at 219, driven in 55, 4 of his last 29. 0-0 second inning, but the Rays have a runner at third with 2 men out. Siri doesn't get cheated on a swing. He's almost an all-or-nothing sort. And he takes it up and away, ball 1. He got him from the Houston Astros. 1 ball, no strikes. Nick Pivetta so far has looked pretty good, but so has Glasnow. A 1-0 delivery. Swing and a miss at a low curveball.
Now the breaking stuff has been so key for Pivetta. He's mixed in a slider and a cutter, which makes the east-west option available to him. He used to be, fastball, curveball primarily, and that was more predictable. The slider has really helped him.
A ball and a strike to the number 8 hitter, Jose Siri. Here it comes, and he fouls a high delivery to the backstop, and Siri barks at himself as if to indicate that's a pitch he felt he should have handled.
Hey, Siri, that should have been a hit.
No reaction from our Siri at this moment.
You must not have it enabled yet.
If I do, it's by accident. Here's the 1-2. Check swing and a high fastball, and no, says the first base umpire Rackley, so it's ball 2. Got a 9-7 overall with 1 save. That came in Kansas City. His 2-2 deal coming. And that dips low and away. Breaking ball missing. He reaches Rene Pinto. The catcher would be next, who homered last night. Very slim crowd again here. They had 18,000 the first night, 9,000 announced last night. Probably not much more than that tonight. 3-2 the count, the pitch. Swinging a high drive, left field, but it's going to hang up for Yoshida. Well in front of the track, he makes the catch for the out that retires the side. They leave a runner at third. 0-0 after 2 on the Shaw Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
Hello, everyone. This is your Delta Airlines flight attendant speaking. On behalf of your Delta crew, we're excited to announce we're growing our flight attendant team.
You can learn more about our world of opportunities at our flight attendant info session right here in Providence on September 14th and 15th. If you love to travel, meet new people, help others, and are seeking an office view of the world, a career at Delta may be right for you. To learn more, visit us at delta.com/flywithus. That's delta.com/flywithus. It's your time to climb with Delta.
Do you want to make a difference and contribute to public safety? The Rhode Island Department of Corrections is hiring. You'll receive a starting annual salary of $61,957 during training and an attractive benefits package upon appointment. If you're at least 18 years old, possess a high school diploma or GED, a valid Social Security card, take the first step toward a rewarding career. Visit apply.doc.ri.gov/careers. That's apply.doc.ri.gov/careers. An equal opportunity employer.
Football season is around the corner, and BetQL is here to help you win more consistently this year. BetQL is an absolute game changer if you're looking to find trends to help you win. Make smarter bets on spreads, totals, player props, and more. BetQL has already helped over 300,000 people with powerful analytics and community insights. Don't fumble away your cash this football season. Visit BetQL.com for their free daily analysis today. That's BetQL.com. BetQL.com.
We're right back to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Now we go to the third, 0-0. Here's Will Fleming.
And here's Enmanuel Valdez. Thanks, Joe. Manu takes a fastball outside for ball 1. Valdez launched his 5th home run last night. Made it a 1-run game. Left-handed hitter against Glasnow, who's been awesome. Through 2 innings. Scoreless, the pitch is in there. Strike right over the inside heart of the plate, a slider, and it's 1-1. Glasnow, you look at his baseball savant page, it's like the Red Sea. He is in the elite tiers of just about everything we measure. 1-1 is lined into left field. That's a base hit, headed toward the gap. Arozarena scoots to his left. He picks it up and holds Valdez to a base hit. That's the swing that we learned from Valdez upon his arrival in the big leagues. He's got opposite field line drives, and he's got the Red Sox second hit, leadoff knock, and here's Connor Wong. Reese McGuire was in there at the end of the game yesterday. Now Wong right on right. Connor is a great bunter. The way Glasnow's working today, that's not out of the question. Valdez leads, and Connor takes a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Glasnow, when he delivers the pitch, it feels to hitters like he is basically in the batter's box. 99th percentile of extension, huge, long legs and arms. 0-1. The pitch is skied down the right field line. Hit well. Back on it. Raley at the warning track. He will not get there. It's off the wall. Raley falls down. Valdez is heading for third. He's going to get the go-ahead. Wong is to third. Valdez will score. It's an RBI triple for Connor Wong, and the Red Sox lead it 1-0. It hit just to the left of the 322 marker. Raley gave it a long run. Didn't make the play. He crashed into the wall. It shot to the left, and that's great base running all around, and the Red Sox take the lead.
It was a low fastball, maybe a little below the knees. And Wong hit it very well.
So now the Rays will bring the infield in. Connor at third. Still nobody out. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss by Wilger Abreu. They had to appeal. He certainly went around, and it's 0-1.
Wong's second triple.
And Raley just missed making that play. Spot where you just need to put the ball in play if you are Abreu. 0-1. Last out of the stretch. He throws, and a swing and a miss. He does not get cheated, Abreu. And it's 0-2. Long conversation with Pete Fatse about Abreu before the game today. He loves what he's seen from this hitter. Combination of strike zone feel and an ability at almost any time to get what Pete calls his A swing off. And it is a beauty. 0-2. Now the infield halfway. The pitch is in the dirt. Good block there by Pinto. That saved a run. And it's 1-2. Wilger Abreu, second start in a row out in center field. Last night was 0 for 3 with a walk. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Connor Wong at third. He drove in the game's first run. Glasnow is ready. He throws, and Abreu takes strike 3 at the bottom of the zone. He was fooled badly by a curveball there. That's a big first out for Glasnow. 6 strikeouts. And here comes Rafi.
Third baseman, Rafi Devers.
Now this becomes such a pivotal hitter. And Devers has struck out 10 times in his last 29 at-bats. Doubled his first time off the roof here. Needs to put it in play. Here's the pitch. And Rafi swings and fouls it back. That's just like in his first at-bat. That is the now on Devers. Fastballs at the top of the zone.
98 on that pitch.
Seems like Glasnow rears back a little extra for Devers. Herb Chambers batting order brought to you by Herb Chambers, Genesis of Auburn. 1-0, but a key run still at third with only 1 out. Infield in. The 0-1 is ripped down the right field line, but foul. Rafi out in front of a curveball. He hooked it, about 3 feet outside the line. And it's 0-2. Rafi has been more and more frustrated, although right now he's got the good mojo going in the batter's box. He just nodded up and down, took a deep breath. Holds the bat down at the handle. 0-2 the count. 6 for 18 coming in against Glasnow. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Rafi swings and grounds one up the middle, and it's stopped by a dive from Basabe. From his backside, he throws to first in time. That is robbery to take a hit away from Devers and save a run. Wong stays at third, and Basabe may have hurt himself.
That ball was scalded.
Off the bat, that looked all the way like a hit. Spectacular defense. And 2 down.
Brujan had a very brutal game last night defensively at short. So they went back to Basabe. Walls is still on the, well, he's not on the injured list. They expect him to play tomorrow.
Such a hard play, and now it's to Turner to try to pick everybody up and get the second run in. Devers hit that 103 off the bat with the infield in. So here's JT, called out on strikes his first time. 1-0 Red Sox, 2 down in the third. Here's the pitch. JT fouls it back, took a big rip. Fastball, and it's 0-1. Alex Cora just raved and raved before the game about Turner, his approach in these kind of situations. RBI chances, slow heartbeat. He takes chances early. And then he changes if he gets behind in the count. 0-1. The pitch is fouled off, end of the bat. And as it so often is, it's 0-2. I think that's part of Turner's magic. He takes chances early in counts. And because of that, sometimes he fouls pitches off and it's 0-2, but then he digs in and really battles. A run in, 2 down, Wong at third. I feel like a missed opportunity if he didn't score Connor. He was at third with nobody out. The 0-2 is fouled off on the first base side, and it remains 0-2. Now, the injury report brought to you by Catchus Law Group. Pablo Reyes and Corey Kluber are going to start rehabs with Worcester in Gwinnett on Friday. Alex Cora hands the bat boy a new weapon for Turner. He breaks his bat since 1986. Catchus Law Group has won over $2 billion for their injured clients. Turner spraying up the handle. He'll stick him there. And he will return to the batting box from the right side. 0-2 with Connor Wong at third base. Thunder from the bottom of the order to get the game's first run. Looking for more here. 0-2 to Turner. Here's the pitch, and JT takes a high fastball, and it's 1-2. This is Turner's first look at Glasnow, who's been so often injured. Tommy John, oblique, back, shoulder issues for this extremely talented right-hander. 1-2 pitch is fouled off from the third base side. A very Turner-like at bat right here. He's just making Glasnow work, even falling behind 0-2. Glasnow, they do keep a governor on him. He very rarely gets above 100 pitches. So everyone he throws early matters. The 1-2 fouled off again. This is just what Turner excels at. He is exceptional at working long at-bats.
52 pitches to this point.
Sees more pitches than anyone on the team, more than 4.5 per plate appearance. A long battle here. 1-2 with Connor Wong at third. A run in with 2 down. The pitch. Outside. Slider. And it's 2-2. That was a really good stop by Pinto.
Almost went to the backstop.
Just incredible, the contributions that Turner consistently makes. Alex also made the point that Duvall and Turner have been so vocal in all the hitters' meetings, helping so many of the young players. 2-2. Here's the pitch. Turner takes strike 3. Curveball right there. For the second time tonight, Turner's called out on strikes. Red Sox do get a run, but they'll feel like they missed a real opportunity. They leave Wong at third. To the bottom of the third, 1-0 Red Sox in St. Pete on the Shaw's and Star Market Red Sox Radio Network.
Hello, everyone. This is your Delta Airlines flight attendant speaking. On behalf of your Delta crew, we're excited to announce we're growing our flight attendant team.
You can learn more about our world of opportunities at our flight attendant info session right here in Providence on September 14th and 15th. If you love to travel, meet new people, help others, and are seeking an office view of the world, a career at Delta may be right for you. To learn more, visit us at delta.com/flywithus. That's delta.com/flywithus. It's your time to climb with Delta.
This receiver trio is scary, and it does start with Scary Terry himself there. He's good, man, and I it's just, can we get normal quarterback play for this guy for once in his career? Because you're right. I mean, no shade to ODU's finest Taylor Heineke, but he was literally a backup quarterback in the XFL, and he's probably the best player that Washington has rolled out at quarterback in Terry's career.
Subscribe to Reception Perception, available on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcast.
Six Flags' biggest sale of the year is finally here. For 13 days only, save up to 70% off season passes, single-day tickets, all-day dining passes, flash passes, and more. Experience all the thrills, chills, and fills Six Flags has to offer with the season pass gives you access to our most popular events like Fright Fest, Oktoberfest, and more, all for up to 70% off. But hurry, these jaw-dropping deals end September 5th. Visit sixflags.com for more information.
Football is back, and so is Cash the Ticket. Jim Costa with Mike Valenti every week this fall. That's picks, parlays, and that's sweet, sweet value on all the NFL and college football matchups.
This is the most on-demand podcast of on-demand podcasts. Here's what I mean, and this is something we believe in. If you want to cry and moan, oh, my timeline, it's flooded, grow up. Okay, first world problems. Every game is going to be broken down. Why? Let me tell you as a podcast listener, I don't want to sit through 17 random games. This isn't a hostage situation. Your time is valuable. You want to hear about Miami versus Duke, but you don't want to sit through Boston College v Tech. Great. Hey, I got an app for that. Scroll the timeline. We're giving you what you want, when you want it, and very distilled fashion.
We're catered to you and the teams you love. That's Cash the Ticket. Listen on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
The Greg Hill Show, weekdays, 5:30 to 10.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Nick Pivetta is on a roll. His first pitch at the bottom of the third is a fastball for a strike to Rene Pinto, 94 miles an hour. And it's 0-1. Pinto homered in the opener of this series. 0-1 is ripped to third. Devers makes the play on the line. If he took one step to his left, very nicely done. One away.
First baseman, Yandy Diaz.
Here comes Yandy Diaz in the top of the Rays order in their Herb Chambers batting order. 28 years ago tonight, I was at Camden Yards with my brother as Cal Ripken broke what most felt would be an utterly unbreakable record. Yandy Diaz in. Pivetta has been locked in tonight, throws, and Diaz swings and misses. He loses his bat over the camera well off the netting. An adventurous strike one.
Your mother bought scalpers tickets?
She did. She met a guy in a garage parking lot, handed him cash, and this is the woman who went to the first Beatles North American show, felt like it was important for us to be there. We were at the first ever game at Camden Yards. Sat in the left field stands and watched Cal hit a home run. The president was there. Just a remarkable night. 0-1. Nick Pivetta throws. Diaz fouls it off. That period, I mean, the Orioles had great runs, and they're in one now. I thought that was the real zenith and showcase for that jewel of a ballpark that Larry Lucchino built. 0-2. Pivetta throws, and Diaz fouls it off. The warehouse out in right field that Larry and Janet Marie Smith identified as a real hallmark that needed to stay and offer a backdrop in right field, they put the numbers up on the warehouse. Starting that year, whatever it was, 2050. The 0-2 is skied high and deep into right field. Back on it is Duvall at the warning track right in front of the wall. He's there to make the play, and they're two down. Yeah, just missed that one.
What did the tickets cost?
I never found that out, but I know they were not cheap, but worth every penny. I mean, if it's September 6th, I should be able to figure it out. 120 games. So, yeah, he started that season, right around 2000. And they had it up on the warehouse, and every night when it became an official game, they would unfurl the next number. Here's the pitch, and it is hammered into the gap in right center field. Back into Abreu. At the wall, it's gone. Brandon Lau does it again.
There's been some loud contact in this inning.
Sixth homer in his last 11 games against the Red Sox. And we are tied at 1. He's hot. That was destroyed, and that really underscores the inability to get Wong home from third with nobody out.
He's got a 16-game hit streak now, Lau does.
He's kind of a hot and cold hitter, but he's in one of those grooves right now. Here's a Rosarena who takes a fastball outside for ball one. Wow. Now with 3 homers off of Pavetta. So tied up at 1-0. The pitch is low. That for Nick was pitch number 43. Economy is important for him tonight. They need him to go deep into this game. They desperately need him to. And that ball was just crunched. 2-0 to a Rosarena. Here's the pitch. That is a strike right on the outside corner. 2-1. So that was such a great thing for baseball, along with the McGuire-Sosa home run chase. That was so pivotal in bringing baseball back.
After the devastating strike.
2-1. The pitch is swung on a miss. That was a great curveball from Pavetta. And it's 2-2. Lau hit that 109 miles an hour off the bat. 416 to right center. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So Rosarena asks for time. But it was just a really amazing scene at Camden Yards that night and really throughout that entire summer as Cal chased down the Iron Horse. 2-2. Pavetta throws. Swinging a high pop. Foul side of first. Casas comes over. Out goes Wong. And Tristan is there to make a basket catch in front of the Tampa Bay dugout. I think a fastball was grooved to Cal Ripken that night, and I'm glad that it was. Pitch was grooved to Lau. He hit it out. We go to the 4th inning, 1-1. Sox and Rays in the Shaws and Star Market Red Sox Radio Network.
Hello, everyone. This is your Delta Airlines flight attendant speaking. On behalf of your Delta crew, we're excited to announce we're growing our flight attendant team.
You can learn more about our world of opportunities at our flight attendant info session right here in Providence on September 14th and 15th. If you love to travel, meet new people, help others, and are seeking an office view of the world, a career at Delta may be right for you. To learn more, visit us at delta.com/flywithus. That's delta.com/flywithus. It's your time to climb with Delta.
This receiver trio is scary, and it does start with Scary Terry himself there. He's good, man, and I it's just, can we get normal quarterback play for this guy for once in his career? Because you're right. I mean, no shade to ODU's finest Taylor Heineke, but he was literally a backup quarterback in the XFL. And he's probably the best player that Washington has rolled out at quarterback in Terry's, career.
Subscribe to Reception Perception, available on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcast.
Hi, this is Adam Duvall. You're listening to the home of the Red Sox, WEEI.
Tristan Casas to lead it off in a tie game in the top of the 4th inning. It'll be Casas, then Duvall, and Yoshida in the Herb Chambers batting order. Brought to you by Herb Chambers Ford of Braintree and Ford of Westboro. Casas grounded out his first time. Here he takes a strike on the inside corner. 0-1. It was the California Angels at Camden Yards 28 years ago tonight. Sean Bosky gave up a 4th inning home run to Cal Ripken. 0-1. Casas takes fastball high and outside. He did not go. He checked his swing. It's 1-1. I always love these throwbacks. You go back and look at the box score. Brady Anderson, Rafi Palmeiro, Bobby Bonilla, Harold Baines. The Orioles line up that night.
Had some power.
Yes, they did. 1-1 pitch is low to Casas. Jim Edmonds, Tim Salmon, Chili Davis, J.T. Snow, Garrett Anderson, Rex Hudler in the Angels lineup.
Hey.
Love seeing him in Kansas City. 2-1. The pitch to Casas is swung on and missed. He was selling out there. And that's a really good pitch by Glasnow on a fastball count. He buried a slider. And it's 2-2. 4th inning brought to you by Cars for Kids. Donate your car and help a child today. 877 Cars for Kids or carsforkids.com. This is the 1-year anniversary of Tristan's first Major League home run in this ballpark. They just had a shot on Nesson of him in the laundry cart. His hair was much, much shorter that day. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Casas fouls it off. They had the worst laundry cart here of all. In fact, there was a time when they didn't have any at all. The Red Sox, I think, had to go to a laundromat down the road and get one. And Casas barely fit in that cart. Legs and arms everywhere.
That was brought to the Red Sox by Kevin Plawecki, right?
Yes. And forevermore their best home run celebration. That will never be topped. 2-2.
Best in baseball.
Yeah, the pitch is on the ground, and it is a fair ball. Diaz has it behind the bag. He leaps, and he throws to first in time to get him. Glasnow over to cover. That was awesome from Yandy Diaz. He went into foul ground, squared up, leapt, and a little overhand lob to Glasnow. Beautifully done for out number one. Tristan, every day I'm around him. I enjoy his company. Walked into the park together today. He'd been outside doing his normal vitamin D absorption. Shirt off, traversing the ballpark. One down here is Duvall.
Yeah, I saw him walking down the street.
Whatever works. Here's the pitch to Duvall, and he swings and misses. He can't check his swing on a slider outside, and it's 0-1.
He is a unique individual.
He's got a huge heart. Alex Cora sung his praises back and forth to the moon last night, talking about how he's such a great hitter in this game. 0-1 is swung on a miss. Duvall's out of sorts the last couple nights after being so hot. A lot of swing and miss, and it's 0-2. Alex said, look, he's the first guy here doing all of that, the sunbathing, the yoga, the stretching routines, and he's the last guy to leave. Take care of his body. And he's also fully committed to painting Joe's fingernails when he hits his 25th home run.
I better file them.
0-2 to Duvall. One down in the fourth, tie game. The pitch is swung on a miss. So much of that lately for Duvall. 98-mile-an-hour fastball. Glasnow has had great stuff. 8 strikeouts, and here's Yoshida.
Savali had all the strikeouts in the first game of the series, then ran out of gas. I don't know if that'll happen with Glasnow.
Do you know what else Casas has? Is an uncanny ability to recall everything that happens in a game. Here's Yoshida. 2 down, bases empty. The pitch is swung on and missed.
Well, he's also a student of the game. He understands the history of it, is interested in it.
But like you ask him any at bat, he goes, oh yeah, he started me off with a 2-seamer, then went up with a fastball. I thought he might give me a changeup. He did. I fouled it off. Then a slider. He just recalls everything. 0-1 is a check swing and a breaking ball. Down he went. Yoshida knew it. And it's 0-2. That is pitch number 63 for Glasnow. So even in spite of all these strikeouts, pretty efficient for him. Get to the Diesel Direct poll question on the Sox Booth Twitter handle. It's about the American League Rookie of the Year. 0-2. Yoshida will be on the fringes of that conversation. Early in the year, I think he was one of the favorites. 1-2. Diesel Direct reminds you to stop wasting time at the pump. Get fuel with Diesel Direct. Who's going to win the AL Rookie of the Year is the question. Gunnar Henderson, Casas, Tanner Bybee, or this man, Massa. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Glasnow at the belt. He throws, and Massa swings and fouls it at his feet. And it stays 1-2. Pete Fatse thinks that when the legs get tired, Massa tries to do too much with his upper body. Trying to overcompensate. He's looked fabulous at the plate the last few days. Struck out his first time. 1 ball, 2 strikes with Story on deck. The pitch is fouled off again. Well, again, it bears repeating. Every foul ball, every long at-bat against this starter matters because the Red Sox are not the only team with a short bullpen. The Rays really had to dig deep yesterday. They went to Davinsky for the 2nd straight day.
He was very lucky.
Yeah, he got hammered. They used 8 pitchers. 1-2 to Massa. The pitch is, again, a soft dribbler down the first base line. Glasnow over, picks it up, throws it, and it is not in time. Wow. That was over Yoshida's head. I thought the throw beat him. In fact, I think it's physically impossible for that ball to go over his head, be caught, and not get Yoshida in time. They'll challenge. This was, I thought anyway, kind of a blatant miss. I don't see how he could be safe.
He wasn't on the bag.
No, he's out. They will review it, and this will be a quick overturn. It's kind of a weird angle for the umpire to see the ball into the glove. He was behind Diaz at first.
Well, Diaz has had quite a first inning here. Rest of the defensive inning.
He's going to be out. This will go to New York, and this should be one of the quicker reviews of the year. You're not kidding. I mean, he's shown all this athleticism over there, Yandy has. They took about 2 seconds, did the Rays, to hear from their video room to challenge. And by the way, that was an awesome play by Glasnow also.
I thought he might let her roll foul.
Yeah, this is the guy who does backflips, is an incredible athlete. Yoshida's already running off the field. No one is hearing from New York yet, but everybody knows that Massa will be called out. Here we go.
Upon review, the call on the field is overturned. The runner is out. They retain the challenge.
So Glass now, after the leadoff hit and triple that gave the Red Sox a run, is now retired 6 in a row to the bottom of the 4th, tied at 1. We go on the Shaw's and Star Market Red Sox Radio Network.
Hello, everyone. This is your Delta Airlines flight attendant speaking. On behalf of your Delta crew, we're excited to announce we're growing our flight attendant team.
You can learn more about our world of opportunities at our flight attendant info session right here in Providence on September 14th and 15th. If you love to travel, meet new people, help others, and are seeking an office view of the world, a career at Delta may be right for you. To learn more, visit us at delta.com/flywithus. That's delta.com/flywithus. It's your time to climb with Delta.
The second half of the baseball season is here, and each game means a little bit more. We're talking pennant races and wildcard chases, with each pitch bringing us closer to the playoffs. The free Odyssey app lets you listen to live play-by-play of your local team. So no matter what you're up to, you'll never have to miss another game. Download the free Odyssey app today and keep baseball close by all summer long. That's AUDACY. Odyssey.
Football is back, and so is Cash the Ticket. Jim Costa with Mike Valeni every week this fall. That's picks, parlays, and that sweet, sweet value on all the NFL and college football matchups.
This is the most on-demand podcast of on-demand podcasts. Here's what I mean, and this is something we believe in. If you want to cry and moan, oh, my timeline, it's flooded, grow up. Okay, first world problems. Every game is going to be broken down. Why? Let me tell you as a podcast listener, I don't want to sit through 17 random games. This isn't a hostage situation. Your time is valuable. You want to hear about Miami versus Duke, but you don't want to sit through Boston College v Tech. Great. Hey, I got an app for that. Scroll the timeline. We're giving you what you want, when you want it, and very distilled fashion.
We're catered to you and the teams you love. That's Cash the Ticket. Listen on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Gresh and Fourier, weekdays 10 to 2.
Now back to the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Harold Ramirez against Nick Pivetta in the bottom of the 4th, tie game at 1. The pitch to the dangerous Ramirez, chopped foul outside the 3rd, strike 1. Ramirez, Raley, and Paredes in the Herb Chambers batting order. Nick's been efficient. That was only his 47th pitch. 0-1, infield back. Here it is. Curveball fouled into the mitt.
Shane McClanahan met with the media for the first time since his Tommy John surgery. Said he's very frustrated. He's not expected back till 2025.
I saw him in the dugout last night. He's got a massive brace on the arm after the procedure. 0-2 to Harold Ramirez. Pitch. Swing and a miss on a curveball that bounced 3 feet in front of the plate. That hit Wong on the chest protector. Ramirez abandons the base path. He's gone. That's a bad look on a lot of levels. You got to at least try to run. But he put up the white flag. I mean, I've never seen that. Did that even make the dirt?
No, it didn't. That bounced. That was a good 4 feet in front of home plate.
That has got his 3rd strikeout. Now with 1 down, here's Luke Raley, left-handed hitter. The pitch to him is a strike.
McClanahan was headed for the Cy Young.
He's a supernova talent. It's unreal the Rays are where they are, given all their injuries to the starters.
Springs another.
Rasmussen, the 0-1. That's fouled back. Back to school season is a busy time. Getting your kids to and from school and extracurriculars can leave little time for other things. So to help, Shaw's and Star Market offer free curbside pickup or get delivery. Try it during back to school season. Shaw's and Star Market save you time and money. 0-2 with 1 down. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Pivetta is rolling. Back-to-back punch-outs. 4 overall. With 2 down, here comes Isaac Paredes. He's at the bat. Basabe on deck. Who's on deck? Brought to you by On Deck, America's largest online small business lender. Apply today at ondeck.com. That was back to school day at home in Rhode Island today. Day 1 of kindergarten. Apparently all went well. Hated to miss it as a curveball's in the dirt from Pivetta to Paredes, and it's ball 1. I know you've lived this 3 times, Joe. It just absolutely blows my mind that 5 years have flown by, and I know it'll only get faster.
Bailey looked very happy to be going to kindergarten.
He did. 1-0 pitch is a strike. They did like the woodworking, the art studio, playground with water and sand, and he was thrilled. That makes Dad happy. 1-1 with 2 down. The base is empty in the 4th. The pitch is crushed to left field. If it's fair, it is way gone. It is hooking foul. Wow. Just outside the pole, Paredes teed off, but a loud strike, 1-2. Right there. And on the replay, actually, in the end, pretty well foul. From our angle, it looked very close.
Yeah, it was probably 20 feet foul, but crushed.
This guy's got major power, 27 bombs. He's only 5'11", but put together. 1-2. Pitch. That's in the dirt. I can't believe Boda went back to that pitch. 3 straight curveballs, and as great as he's been, that's one thing that can get Nick in trouble sometimes, is going to that pitch too often. He's been awesome tonight. 1-1 with 2 down. The pitch. There's a fastball that is just outside. Pivetta thought he had him struck out. So did I. It's now 3-2. Pivetta with 57 pitches thrown. That should have been strike 3. It wasn't. And the 3-2 is crushed to left field. This thing is going to be fair. It's way back, and it is gone. Pavetta's barking at Jacob Metz. Thought he had him struck out. The next pitch is a solo blast, and it's 2-1 Tampa.
Now, there has been some loud contact the last couple of innings. That was nailed.
I'll tell you what, I mean, Pavetta's been great. You can't challenge that hitter with Basabe on deck. I know he's trying to be efficient, limit the number of pitches, but that's the guy to stay away from.
It was a high fastball, and he nailed it.
Right in the middle of the zone. That just kills you. It's a delicate balance. The Red Sox are super short in their panties, trying to minimize the number of pitches he's thrown. I really think that pitch that was called a ball should have been strike 3. Here's a fastball by Basabe, and it's swung on and missed, 0-1. I mean, you look at the pitch effects, you look at the MLB Game Day app, right in the zone. The next one was center cut and launched. 0-1, swing and a miss. But, and it's a big what if, once it gets to 3-2, that's the guy you got to fear. 28 home runs. There's no reason to give in to him like that with this hitter on deck. So Tampa has its first lead. 0-2 with the bases empty. Here's the pitch. That's skied into foul territory on the first base side. Costas appears to have room over by the stands. He kind of short arms it. It hits a stanchion that holds the netting out of play. And it's no play. Remains 0-2. In the end, I don't think he had a play. It hit pretty high up on that padded bar.
Sabi saved the run with that great play on.
The Red Sox had a chance to have a 2-0 lead, did not cash it in. Now trail. 61 pitches for Nick. 0-2. The pitch. Way outside with a slider. And it's 1-2. Get you caught up on the Subaru of New England scoreboard in a moment. So much to love. You don't want to miss the Subaru of New England A Lot to Love event. 1-2. Line drive up the middle into center field. Man, that almost took Pavetta's head off. Elevated fastball. He's made more mistakes in the heart of the plate in this inning, and he's paid a price. Back-to-back hits. One of them left the ballpark. The inning continues for Jose Siri. And here comes Dave Bush. Actually, wasn't a bad pitch.
It wasn't, not a strike.
That was probably exactly where he wanted to throw it. But Basabe crushed it. Earlier today, the Blue Jays wasted a big opportunity in Oakland. They fell to the A's 5-2. Ryu got the loss. Cubs sweep the San Francisco Giants, who've lost 6 in a row and are really teetering in the playoff race. And in the National League, the Cubs surging toward the divisional lead. In fact, they're a game and a half behind the Brewers. Chicago's won 4 straight. Meantime, the Giants, with their 6 straight losses, are 2.5 games out of the playoffs. Right now, the wild card's Philly, Chicago, and Cincinnati in the National League, with Miami and Arizona just a half game back. That's going to be a fun race. Here is Jose Siri. The pitch is a strike with a fastball 0-1.
Miami had to put Alcantara, last year's Cy Young winner, and Jorge Soler on the injured list today. That'll hurt.
Mm-hmm. Alcantara had a little bit of a resurgence in the last few weeks. 0-1. Basabe leading at first, looking like he wants to run. He doesn't, and the pitch is popped up on the first base side. Foul and into the seats. 0-2. Now Pivetta really needs to dig in, get out of this inning. But the 8th place hitter up. It's not as usual to take off if you're Basabe in this spot. But it is 0-2. Casas holding him. Pitch is in the dirt. And a curveball, and it's 1-2. Slavis Basabe is playing his 19th game. He does not have a steal. One and two to the right-handed hitter Siri. Pitch. Swinging a soft ground ball. Devers has got to hurry. He races in from third. Gloves, no throw. And they got the runner in a pickle between third and second. Story running Basabe back to second. Valdez double pumps. Pivetta drops the ball. And everybody's safe. Another defensive misplay by the Red Sox. And I think Valdez is as much to blame for that as anybody. I mean, it did hit Pivetta in the glove, but I don't know why Valdez hesitated on the throw. That's just a basic rundown. They get a big break when Basabe makes a bad base running play. Raffi did well to turn and throw to Story, who flipped to Valdez, but then...
And Pivetta went over to cover third. He wasn't really in the bag.
That was. I really think that's a poor decision by Valdez to throw it so soon. He's got to run him further toward third.
I wonder if Pivetta even had to be involved in that. Maybe he did, because Devers was out of position. Story had it, was running him back. Valdez, I think, might have been screened a little bit by Basabe.
I don't think they'll score an error on that because you got an infield hit, and really nobody advances 90 feet. But that is an out that should have been made again. And it's not. Here's Rene Pinto. He swings and misses. A little anger behind that fastball at 96 miles an hour. And it's 0-1. It is such a broken record, but this team's defense has killed them this year. Got to wiggle out of this jam. 0-1. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He elevated a fastball. Pivetta digging deep here. But again, Joe, where your bullpen's thin, this is costing more pitches. 69 thrown overall. Have to get Pinto here. Yandy Diaz is on deck. 2-1 is the score. 0-2. Here's the pitch. He takes strike 3 on the outside corner, and Pivetta storming off the mound. The Rays take the lead, but good job by Nick to get out of it. He strikes out 3 in the inning, 5 overall. To the 5th we go. 2-1 Tampa. The Shaws and Star Market Red Sox Radio Network.
Hello, everyone. This is your Delta Airlines flight attendant speaking. On behalf of your Delta crew, we're excited to announce we're growing our flight attendant team.
You can learn more about our world of opportunities at our flight attendant info session right here in Providence on September 14th and 15th. If you love to travel, meet new people, help others, and are seeking an office view of the world, a career at Delta may be right for you. To learn more, visit us at delta.com/flywithus. That's delta.com/flywithus. It's your time to climb with Delta.
This is Upper Hand Fantasy.
What about J.K. Dobbins? I think he's going to be the breakout running back of 2023. I love the fact that he's a year removed from a bad injury. I love his price at the 4-5 turn. I'm happy with him as my RB2, but I do think he has RB1 upside, man. I think he is a dark horse candidate to lead the league in rushing. I think he has the talent. He has a great offensive line. He's averaging 5.9 yards per carry so far over his career.
Upper Hand Fantasy, available on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcast.
Football is back, and so is Cash the Ticket. Jim Costa with Mike Valeni every week this fall. That's picks, parlays, and that's sweet, sweet value on all the NFL and college football matchups.
This is the most on-demand podcast of on-demand podcasts. Here's what I mean, and this is something we believe in. If you want to cry and moan, oh, my timeline, it's flooded, grow up. Okay, first world problems. Every game is going to be broken down. Why? Let me tell you as a podcast listener, I don't want to sit through 17 random games. This isn't a hostage situation. Your time is valuable. You want to hear about Miami versus Duke, but you don't want to sit through Boston College v Tech. Great. Hey, I got an app for that. Scroll the timeline. We're giving you what you want, when you want it, and very distilled fashion.
We're catered to you and the teams you love. That's Cash the Ticket. Listen on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
You're listening to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Now, back to the play-by-play action.
Red Sox trail for the first time now, 2-1 as we go here to the fifth inning. And Trevor Story has struck out on a slider coming along. 8 punch-outs so far for Glasnow. Red Sox have fanned 37 times in the series. That fastball goes off the catcher's mitt right to the backstop. Tino Martinez here visiting. Former Seattle and Yankee slugger. Very good defensive first baseman. Was here in the 2004 season playing for the Rays. That one's low, then had a second tour with the Yankees in his last year, 2005. 2-0 the count to Trevor. Glasnow fires and leaves it inside a little high. Today's Red Sox code word of the game is Heim Bloom. Make sure to enter your code word in the member portal today to claim your points. The 3-0 runs inside, ball 4, 4-pitch walk. That's the first issued by Glasnow. It comes leading off the fifth inning, and it brings up Manuel Valdez, who lined a single to left center and scored. Left-hand batter against the right-hand pitcher. Valdez swinging a good bat in this series. Third baseman in close. The pitch is in there for a strike. Two to 1. Rays lead it here. The runner bluffs. The pitch runs down and in. We're in the Herb Chambers batting order, sponsored by Herb Chambers Pre-Owned Cars and Trucks. Leadoff man aboard and a walk. Story tried to steal last night. The 11th inning was gunned down. He bluffs. The pitch is swung on and fouled around the batter's box. Pirates have lost Andrew McCutchen the rest of the way with an Achilles tendon tear. That's a very tough injury for any athlete. He's in the second stint with the Pirates. Winning an MVP award. One and two, the count to the left-hand batting infielder. Here it is. And he swings and hits a hard shot. Diving stab. Foul ball, says the first base umpire. Great stop by Yandy Diaz right along the line. Rackley, the third base or first base umpire, had a very emphatic call. Yandy Diaz grabbed that on a short hop. He's had quite a defensive game, even though that didn't matter. So it remains a ball and 2 strikes to Valdez. Glasnow about to throw his 76th pitch. Here it is, and he swings and misses. There, he went off speed there. Something he doesn't do very often, but he got him on a big curveball. That's 9 punch-outs. And now Connor Wong, who tripled off the right field wall his first time up. Right? The right fielder Raley went all the way over toward the corner, and Came up just a little short, banged off the wall. He fell down. Valdez scored from first. Wong got to third with nobody out in a triple, but was stranded there. He grounds a foul in the batter's box, strike one. Back to school, a busy time getting kids to and from school, and all their activities can leave little time for other things. So to help, Shaw's and Star Market offer free curbside pickup or get delivery. Try it during back-to-school season. Shaw's and Star Market can save you time and money. The runner goes. The pitch is taken low. No throw. I'm surprised he didn't throw, but Pinto may have thought that Glasnow didn't duck low enough. I mean, he is 6'8". Might have feared hitting him. So Story steals the bag, his sixth steal. So he's in scoring position now with a tying run. And a 1-1 count to Wong, who whiffs at a high fastball. So it's a ball and 2 strikes. Roger Abreu on deck. Last now with the 1-2 pitch coming to Connor Wong. And he takes one right down the middle, but maybe a little bit low. Oh, Glasnow thought that was strike 3. That was a break, I think, for Wong. Maybe a shade low. 2-2 pitch. Glasnow fires. Swing and a miss. He went down and away with that nasty slider. That's 10 punch-outs. Red Sox have now fanned 39 times in this series. Even though they have 3 starters out for the year, the Rays still have some arms. Now Abreu struck out looking twice. Glasnow fires, and he hits the outer edge, a call strike. Took something off of that pitch. Rays will have the top of the order in the 5th. Glasnow fires, and a swing and a miss through a fastball by him on the outer half. Well, the strikeouts do take their toll on the pitch count. That was the case with Savali, who struck out 12 and 5 in the 3rd in the opener of this series. Red Sox rallied to win. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, down and away with another slider picked up by Pinto, who throws to first for the out. That's 11 punch-outs in 5 innings, 30 for the Red Sox in the series. We go to the bottom of the 5th, 2-1 Rays on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Hello, everyone. This is your Delta Airlines flight attendant speaking. On behalf of your Delta crew, we're excited to announce we're growing our flight attendant team.
You can learn more about our world of opportunities at our flight attendant info session right here in Providence on September 14th and 15th. If you love to travel, meet new people, help others, and are seeking an office view of the world, a career at Delta may be right for you. To learn more, visit us at delta.com/flywithus. That's delta.com/flywithus. It's your time to climb with Delta.
Football is back, and so is Cash the Ticket. Jim Costa with Mike Valeni every week this fall. That's picks, parlays, and that's sweet, sweet value on all the NFL and college football matchups.
This is the most on-demand podcast of on-demand podcasts. Here's what I mean, and this is something we believe in. If you want to cry and moan, oh, my timeline, it's flooded, grow up. Okay, first world problems. Every game is going to be broken down. Why? Let me tell you as a podcast listener, I don't want to sit through 17 random games. This isn't a hostage situation. Your time is valuable. You want to hear about Miami versus Duke, but you don't want to sit through Boston College v Tech. Great. Hey, I got an app for that. Scroll the timeline. We're giving you what you want, when you want it, and very distilled fashion.
We're catered to you and the teams you love. That's Cash the Ticket. Listen on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
More Boston sports opinion, more often. Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Yandy Diaz in the batter's box leading off, and he takes it high, ball 1. He's in the Herb Chambers batting order with Lau and Arozarena to follow. Nick Pavetta's 71st pitch. Giving up 2 solo homers. And that one's taken high.
Scary, the third time through the order. You know, this Rays team has seen him a lot.
4-1 on base percentage for Diaz entering the game with all the walks he gets. And this year the hits. The 2-0. That slides away.
And since when is he Don Mattingly at first base? I mean, he's been unbelievable.
He made some great plays. 3-0 the count. Pivetta deals. A strike. Borderline pitch down and away.
Speaking of Yankees, I just walked down the hallway to get a cup of water, and there was Tino Martinez.
Yeah, we mentioned he was here. Played 1 year for the Rays. This is his hometown. 3-1. Check swing, and it's inside. That's ball 4. So Pivetta issues his first walk. That was the 75th pitch. Brought to you by the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute and the Jimmy Fund as we honor the 75th anniversary of the Jimmy Fund this season. The Diaz with a walk, and here's Lau, who grounded out to second and then lined a home run deep into the right center field seats, his second of the series. He got the walk-off last night. Left-hand batter. Swings and misses at a high fastball. He's out of the University of Maryland, came up through their system. Never hit for much of an average, but the power is there, even though he's not a big guy. Had 39 home runs a couple of years ago. The pitch home, and the curve stays too high.
Tino authored some moments you'd like to forget, I believe.
Yeah, walk-off in the World Series, right, against Arizona, 2001. He was a clutch player. Good first baseman. 1-1 deal. Swing and a foul around the batter's box.
Hard to say this about Yankees, but he also always seemed like a very pleasant guy to me.
Yeah, good citizen, personality. All behind 1-2. Pivetta delivers outside. This is as close to an overshift as you'll see with Raffy playing where the shortstop does in the shortstop story. Just about a foot to the left side of second base. The 2-2 pitch coming. Brandon Lau. And he takes inside. Well, it was 1-2. Now, string is out. We'll see if Diaz runs. Brandon Lau is 29 years old. Short lead for Diaz. Pivetta ready. The runner goes. The pitch outside. Ball 4. Consecutive walks here. Not the way you want to start this 5th inning. Well, he was ahead and lost in 2 on. Nobody out for Rosarena, who singled to left and fouled to first.
Slams the rosin bag. He's ticked off. And here comes Dave Bush. This game is teetering right now, Joe, because, as we know, there's not much behind Pivetta. So, I mean, he needs to work something out here, get out of this jam, but it feels like the Rays are coming.
They've hit 202 home runs this year. I think that would be a surprise to most.
So many of them early.
They had a 47-19 start.
I guess the one good thing for the Red Sox right now, Glasnow has thrown 84 pitches. So
maybe
if you
one
can
more inning.
keep it right here, you could get him out of the game.
And he's got a cheering section out there in left field and the bleachers. He's a guy that seems to rise to the occasion when the focus is on, the spotlight. Pivetta deals and leaves it high, ball 1. And the Red Sox are going to get the bullpen busy.
Bernardino.
He pitched 1 inning an inning plus 1 batter. The pitch Swinging a pop foul to the right out of plays. He went down to one knee with a huge cut.
I guess that would be for Raley, who's due up in 2 hitters.
And Ramirez, who kills lefties on deck, he's had a tough time with Pivetta tonight. 2 strikeouts. First and second, nobody out. Pivetta delivers. Swing ground ball toward the middle. Story gloves, flips to second out, on to first, and they turn it over. A nice play by Story. That had a chance to get up the middle. 6-4-3, the pitcher's best friend.
Trevor Story is an awesome shortstop. I mean, that was such a good play. Fed it right to Valdez, who did well, by the way. That ball kind of jumped on him to feed it and turn. That was great.
Could have easily gone up the middle into center. So he's got a chance to escape now with Ramirez up, who fanned twice. Last time he swung at a 55-foot curveball.
If that.
And he swings and hits one to center field and deep. Back to the warning track, and Abreu gets turned around. It's off the fence. A run scores, and Ramirez is into second with a double. He hurts the Red Sox. They got him the first 2 times, but that ball came within a foot or 2 of going out. Abreu went back and then was facing the wall, figuring he had no chance to get back there. It stayed in the yard by just inches, and it's now 3-1. And here comes Alex Cora. That'll do it for Pivetta. Saw Alex coming and turned towards center field, I think, upset that he is being relieved here, but there's been some loud contact, and of course the 2 walks. He got the good play from Story. He hands the ball to Alex and leaves as Brennan Bernardino will be coming on. So an RBI booming double off the center field wall by Harold Ramirez, making it 3-1 Rays. We have a pitching change on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network. Bernardino takes over here. He pitched an inning plus 1 batter yesterday. He's been busy as we take a 10-second break on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
So Brennan on to face the left-hand batting Raley. Bernardino 2-1 in 45 games with a 2.44 ERA. Been very tough against lefties. And he wants to prevent another run from scoring here with Harold Ramirez in the booming double on at second base with 2 men down. He got the double play thanks to Story. But this inning could have been worse. What about that outstanding play by Trevor? But it's 3-1, and Rays threatening to score again here. Bernardino has pitched in consecutive days. He did it April 29th and 30th, May 14th and 15th, June 7th and 8th. So this is nothing new for him to pitch in 2 straight games.
On the NESN telecast, they just had a shot. I think it's some old tape. Sunset over the Gulf. A couple holding hands. I think it was you and Jim.
Really? Might have been. Last time he pitched consecutive days was August 25th and 26th, so it's fairly recent. So here is Raley, single, stole a bag and struck out, and he takes one low and away, ball 1. Last night, Brennan went 1 inning and did not allow a hit, walked 1, fan 2. Probably not going to be out there very long. There's a check swing, and did the breaking ball hit the corner? No, it did not. 2-0.
Their effects people find themselves to be very clever, they think. Like they play the iPhone sound for Siri, and they just did something for Raley.
Here's the 2-0. That's way outside.
They had the deep breathing of Darth Vader. Get it? Luke, I am your father. Please.
The den of din. 3-0. There's a fastball in there for a strike. Brandon has been a strike thrower. 13 walks and 44 in the 3rd innings with 52 Ks. One of the great finds of the year. 3-1 to Raley, and he leaves a fastball up and away, ball 4. Now you've got Paredes, who's so dangerous.
Not good.
Paredes fouled to the catcher, hit a foul home run in the 4th, and then hit a fair home run on a 3-2 pitch from Pavetta.
Well, in the first inning, Yordan Alvarez hit a center field missile out for a 2-run homer, an immediate lead against Scherzer and the Rangers.
Houston's rolling after they get swept by the Yankees.
It sort of feels like game is on the line right here with what's to follow after Bernardino.
2 on, 2 out. And he takes a ball. Yankees have a 3-1 lead over the Tigers. They got the 500 again yesterday. That game's in the 3rd. Brennan's pitch is a breaking ball in for a strike. He is really a good guy to be around. He's so happy to be in the big leagues and everywhere. Independent ball. Mexico. The pitch. Swinging a hard grounder foul past the third base dugout.
Yeah, he came out of the clubhouse today. I was down in the dugout and I said, "You good to go today?" I said, "You kidding me? I'm in the big leagues. I am good to go."
He says that every day. 1-2 to Isaac Paredes. Here it is. Inside by his back leg, almost hit him. Don't imagine he'll start the 6th inning.
No, I wouldn't think so. Probably Brandon Walter.
Nobody's warming right now. 2-2. And that one gets to the backstop. I don't know how it avoided hitting him, but he did. Runners advanced to 2nd and 3rd.
Hot glove. I think it should probably be a pass ball. Oh.
Maybe it bounced, but it was headed right for his legs.
Well, I'm putting Paredes on right here. I'm done with him.
Actually, it did hit off the mitt. That could have easily been a pass ball.
Well, like, why give in to Paredes right here? Why not just put him on first base?
3-2 pitch coming. And he takes ball 4 low and away. That was a close pitch. You got to wait on this umpire, Metz. He's got a very slow strike call, especially on strike 3. Here comes Dave Bush with Basabe coming up. Basabe's already saved a run with a great defensive play. So Bernardino's walked 2.
4 walks in the inning.
And 1 hit, the booming double by Ramirez. So Harold Ramirez is at 3rd. Luke Raley is at 2nd. Isaac Paredes is at 1st. Oslevis Basabe is grounded out 3-1 and lined a single to center. Bush returns to the dugout.
He's been doing that too much.
And Joe Vera gets up in the bullpen. So here comes Basabe. Playing at shortstop today. As we said, he made a great play on Rafi to save one back in the 3rd inning. 3 on, 2 out. Bernardino delivers, and he misses inside with his breaking ball. If it's a sign of fatigue or what. Basabe is from Venezuela. They got. Here's a 1-0, and it runs inside. Yesterday, the Red Sox walked 9, and that really hurt. They had no walks coming into this inning, but they've walked 4 people in this inning, 2 by Pavetta, 2 by Brennan. It's 2-0. There's a strike. Got a fastball right down the middle.
Yeah, they hit 2 people with the bases loaded.
Basabe last year was at A-ball to start at Bowling Green, then Double-A Montgomery. Here's the pitch, and it swung on a bounding ball to short. Easy hop for Story, fires to 2nd for the force. It retires the side. That was fairly close. Well, the Red Sox do get another run, though, and after 5 full, it's 3-1 Tampa Bay on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox.
Hello, everyone. This is your Delta Airlines flight attendant speaking. On behalf of your Delta crew, we're excited to announce we're growing our flight attendant team.
You can learn more about our world of opportunities at our flight attendant info session right here in Providence on September 14th and 15th. If you love to travel, meet new people, help others, and are seeking an office view of the world, a career at Delta may be right for you. To learn more, visit us at delta.com/flywithus. That's delta.com/flywithus. It's your time to climb with Delta.
Neighborhood Health Plan of Rhode Island wants you to stay healthy during cold and flu season. I'm Dr. Christopher Adiano, reminding you to protect yourself against the flu by getting the flu shot. You should also stay up to date on your COVID vaccines. If you have questions, talk to your provider.
With Neighborhood, you can get high-quality, affordable health insurance for you and your family. To learn how to join, call 1-401-459-6075. At Neighborhood, we're here for you.
Trip back to carefree times. Leave today, Black Island awaits you. Just leave your troubles behind.
Your Block Island getaway starts as soon as you board. Enjoy the ride and some fresh ocean air on our traditional or high-speed ferries from Point Judith. Visit blockislandferry.com or call 866-783-7996 for more information.
Hey, it's Justin Turner. This is the home of the Sox, WEEI.
All things considered, feels pretty fortunate that the Red Sox gave up just only the one run with 4 walked fifth inning, 3-1 Raffy to lead it off against Glasnow. Seen a lot of first pitch fastballs as Devers. You get the sense if he gets one here, it could go a long way. Glasnow throws and Raffy takes a fastball right there. Fastball center cut. And it's 0-1. First 2 ABs, he got fastballs and fouled him straight back. Surprised he gave him that pitch, but he steals strike one. The 0-1. That is fouled off on the third base side. How many times this week has it been 0-2 to Devers? The body is getting in front of the barrel of the bat. The swing has gotten long. 0-2. 3-1 Tampa. Here's the pitch. Devers takes a high fastball, and it's 1-2. As Pete Fatse told me before the game, Raffy doesn't need to do too much. I mean, he does not need to try to hit the ball 450. Easy power in his shorter swings. 1-2, leading off the 6th, the pitch. Swing and a foul back. That was another long rip. And in this game, in this day, with all the data and information, it is remarkable how many times the last 10 games you look down at the pitch box, and it's in that exact same location. High fastball. That's where they're attacking Raffy. 1-2. Here's the pitch. Curveball fouled off on the third base side. Raffy stays alive. He's in the Herb Chambers batting order. Brought to you by Herb Chambers, Spurna Vans of Boston and Peabody. Raffy asks for time. Wilger Abreu in the leadoff spot has struck out 3 times. 11 punch-outs for Glasnow. Next pitch will be his 90th. That's a good thing. The bullpen for now is quiet for the Rays. 1-2, the pitch is high and outside, a fastball, and it's 2-2. Glasnow's had his good stuff tonight, obviously, and he rears back for extra against this hitter. Justin Turner is out on deck. 3-1 Tampa in the 6th. Glasnow sets. He throws, and Raffy takes high. That is a fastball way up and out of the zone. It's 3-2. I would not think it'll be very long before the bullpen gets going for the Rays. It's so big to get the leadoff man aboard. 3-2. Here's the pitch. Devers takes strike 3 right on the inside corner, and he's gone. It's hard to know what he's looking for there. And that's where he always does damage. I guess it's possible he's guessing breaking ball in a 3-2 count, but that is that zone right there. If you look at a heat map for Devers, it is crimson red. That's where he destroys baseballs. 12th strikeout for Glasnow. And here's Turner. One down and the base is empty. Pitch is on the ground toward third, but foul outside the bag. And that is strike 1. Now, this is a real dicey moment right now for the Red Sox. Feels like the offense has got to elevate because you got Jovera in the bullpen, already trailing by 2. This thing could spiral quickly. Turner's twice been called out on strikes. 0-1 is just outside. Curveball, and it's 1-1. This copyrighted broadcast presented by Authority of the Red Sox may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions may not be disseminated without the express written consent of EEI and the Red Sox. Now the bullpen gets up for the Rays. 95th pitch is on the ground to third, and again foul. This is over to the line. He couldn't get there. But it was foul, and it's 1-2. Glasnow's a freak athlete, and like so many pitchers, he's got enormous hands and long fingers. Pedro like it in that way. Their body types are totally different, but the great pitchers so often have these long digits that can manipulate the seams. 1-2 to Turner.
Pedro throw that changeup so well.
Pitch is in the dirt. He spiked one there, did Glasnow, with his 96th pitch, and it's 2-2. Did you ever put your hand up against his just to compare?
Yeah, the fingers are so long.
That's why all these comparisons for anyone, let alone Bayo or others, they're just unfair. I mean, Pedro has made that comp himself. He's often said Bayo has better stuff than he does. But Pedro just a total freak.
I haven't seen anyone with better stuff ever than Pedro.
2-2 is high. Curveball. And the second straight hitter in this 6th inning works a full count. I think Glasnow knows he's reaching the end. Tampa's got Robert Stevenson in the pen. 3-2 the pitch. Swing and a miss, he got him. Turner, 3 at-bats and 3 strikeouts, 13 punch-outs for Glasnow.
Well, you can see why right-hand batters ended this game hitting 167 against him.
That was unfair. I mean, that's a slider that went off the plate, but in a 3-2 count, that's a fabulous pitch. So now Pinto's going to step out in front of the plate and walk out and chat things over with Glasnow, which is so unusual after 2 strikeouts. I guess it's possible he senses he needs a little break. Maybe they disagreed on the first pitch to Casas. I mean, they're looking to the bullpen, both Glasnow and Pinto. This is bizarre. And they're really having a long conversation. And now Jacob Metz is going to go break things up on the mound. Seemed to me that was pretty blatant, that Pinto just wants to buy Stevenson a little bit more time to get warm. Got Adam Duvall out on deck. Another mound visit used by the Rays. Seattle's pounding the Reds 7-2 on the Subaru of New England scoreboard. That came in the bottom of the 6th. Astros 3, Rangers 1 in the top of the 2nd. 2 down, bases empty, 13 strikeouts for Glasnow. Pitch to Tristan is in the dirt. Glasnow appears, even though he's striking all these hitters out, sort of be running a little bit low on gas. It is 1-0. His season high this season, 12 strikeouts, so he's gone past that as Casas takes the ball. It's 1-0.
Highest number of pitches he's thrown, 102. Throws in 5 2/3 at Seattle in a loss.
Actually, next one he throws will be 101, so they're pushing him. Again, their bullpen is really short tonight, too. 2-0 to Casas. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He's sold out on that. Pretty impressive. They're a slider in a 2-0 count. He's had that pitch tonight. It's 2-1. .14 is his career high in strikeouts, so one shy of that. Dominant, overpowering stuff for the right-hander Glasnow tonight. 2-1 with 2 down. Casas at the plate. 3-1 Tampa in the top of the 6th. The pitch is swung on and missed. Badly fooled there. Another slider. And it's 2-2. This is a guy who's got some of the great natural stuff in the game who has it all tonight. Fans trying to get behind him. 2-2 is strike 3 called on the outside corner. Fastball. That's too good from Glasnow. 14 strikeouts, matching a career high. He has struck out 6 in a row. And we go to the bottom of the 6th. 3-1 Tampa. I think Jovera is coming on for the Sox. Buckle up on the Shaws and Star Market Red Sox Radio Network.
everyone. This is your Delta Airlines flight attendant speaking. On behalf of your Delta crew, we're excited to announce we're growing our flight attendant team.
You can learn more about our world of opportunities at our flight attendant info session right here in Providence on September 14th and 15th. If you love to travel, meet new people, help others, and are seeking an office view of the world, a career at Delta may be right for you. To learn more, visit us at delta.com/flywithus. That's delta.com/flywithus. It's your time to climb with Delta.
On life's journey, we all need guideposts. Find inspiration and discover your next great Bible, devotional, or faith-based read at shopguidepost.org. Plus, enjoy free shipping on orders $45 or more with code FREESHIP45.
This receiver trio is scary, and it does start with Scary Terry himself there. He's good, man, and I it's just, can we get normal quarterback play for this guy for once in his career? Because you're right. I mean, no shade to ODU's finest Taylor Heineke, but he was literally a backup quarterback in the XFL. And he's probably the best player that Washington has rolled out at quarterback in Terry's, career.
Subscribe to Reception Perception, available on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcast.
Football is back, and so is Cash the Ticket. Jim Costa with Mike Valeni every week this fall. That's picks, parlays, and that's sweet, sweet value on all the NFL and college football matchups.
This is the most on-demand podcast of on-demand podcasts. Here's what I mean, and this is something we believe in. If you want to cry and moan, oh, my timeline, it's flooded, grow up. Okay, first world problems. Every game is going to be broken down. Why? Let me tell you as a podcast listener, I don't want to sit through 17 random games. This isn't a hostage situation. Your time is valuable. You want to hear about Miami versus Duke, but you don't want to sit through Boston College v Tech. Great. Hey, I got an app for that. Scroll the timeline. We're giving you what you want, when you want it, and very distilled fashion.
We're catered to you and the teams you love. That's Cash the Ticket. Listen on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
We're right back to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Mauricio Javera to pitch in the bottom of the sixth inning, 8-9-1 for Tampa in their Herb Chambers batting order, beginning with Jose Siri. It has not gone well for Javera, 4.67 ERA over 15 games. Gave up a run Sunday in KC. Leading off against Jose Siri. The pitch is a high fastball ball one. That's an issue for Javera. He falls behind too many hitters, does not throw enough strikes. And at times the contact has been very loud. 3-1 Tampa. They've out-hit the Red Sox 7-3 the pitch. There's a strike with a fastball. He's got a good arm, really good slider. And fastball 94 miles an hour.
Red Sox have now fanned 43 times in this series.
1-1. Here it is. That is just outside. I mean, it was part of the issue coming into this series. Rays had their big pitchers lined up between Eflin and obviously tonight Glasnow. 2 balls and a strike. Javera throws and a foul ball on the first base side, out of play. And it's 2-2. Savali went in game one. I mean, the starting pitchers for the Rays in this series, just crazy. They have struck out 33. That's incredible. 2-2 is a soft pop-up behind first base. Casas drifting back in foul ground is there to make the play. 1 away.
Stevenson back on his feet now in the bullpen, so they won't have to worry about Glass now.
14 strikeouts for him. 7 for Eflin. And 12 for Savali. That's incredible. And they did it in only 16 innings. So their starting pitchers in this series averaged 2 strikeouts plus an inning. That's unreal. Here's the 9th hole hitter, Rene Pinto. He takes a fastball outside for ball 1. 3-1 Tampa. Bottom of the 6th. Infield way back. Outfield straight away. The pitch. That misses again. You cannot lose Pinto here. Got the big hitters coming up. Diaz and then Lau, who's been incredible against the Red Sox. It is 2-0 to this right-handed hitter. Pitch. That's fouled off. Straight back. Fastball, and it's 2-1. On the Subaru of New England scoreboard, the Astros continue to lead the Rangers 3-1. I mean, if the Red Sox could flip this game, they could go home an off-day series with the Orioles. They could be 4 out of a wild card. That seems like a big ask tonight. Well, the pitching staff sets up. This is a big sequence for Jovera. 2-1. Little looper into right field. That's going to get down for a hit. Leaping up to make the play on a trampoline bounce is Adam Duvall. So the ninth place hitter Pinto is aboard, and here comes Yandy Diaz. So much to love. You don't want to miss the Subaru of New England A Lot to Love event. For complete details and to find your authorized Subaru retailer, visit SubaruofNewEngland.com. Treacherous right here. As Diaz digs in, he's 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Jovera throws, and Diaz takes a strike. Really good fastball. You can't throw it much better than that. 95 on the corner at the bottom of the zone. And it's 0-1. Marlins play Sandy Alcantara on the IL again today. 0-1 is swung on and missed. Really good slider. And it's 0-2. They lead the Dodgers 9-1. The top of the 7th. Cabrera's been awesome for them. Mariners are in Cincinnati. They lead 7-3. Game of the 6th. 0-2 the pitch. Yeah, just outside with a fastball.
Mariners come in here tomorrow for a 4-game series. Tampa Bay still has 6 games left with Toronto.
Sox will see them in a couple weeks. 7 left with the Orioles. Here's the 1-2. Red Sox have swing and a miss. He got Diaz, did Jovera. That's a big pitch. So, 2 down, and here comes Lau. Feels like he's hit 700 times in this series. So a homer in the 3rd tied the game. Walked in the 5th. 3-1 Tampa, bottom 6. Casas plays a little bit off the bag. The catcher Pinto leads the pitch. Swinging a high pop-up into left field. Yoshida's got plenty of time and room. Over to his right. He's there to make the play, and the inning is over. Nice job, Mauricio Jovera. We go to the 7th inning. 3-1 Tampa, Duvall, Yoshida, and Story against the Rays bullpen at last on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI, Red Sox Radio Network.
Hello, everyone. This is your Delta Airlines flight attendant speaking. On behalf of your Delta crew, we're excited to announce we're growing our flight attendant team.
You can learn more about our world of opportunities at our flight attendant info session right here in Providence on September 14th and 15th. If you love to travel, meet new people, help others, and are seeking an office view of the world, a career at Delta may be right for you. To learn more, visit us at delta.com/flywithus. That's delta.com/flywithus. It's your time to climb with Delta.
Football season is around the corner, and BetQL is here to help you win more consistently this year. BetQL is an absolute game changer if you're looking to find trends to help you win. Make smarter bets on spreads, totals, player props, and more. BetQL has already helped over 300,000 people with powerful analytics and community insights. Don't fumble away your cash this football season. Visit BetQL.com for their free daily analysis today. That's BetQL.com. BetQL.com.
Football is back, and so is Cash the Ticket. Jim Costa with Mike Valeni every week this fall. That's picks, parlays, and that sweet, sweet value on all the NFL and college football matchups.
This is the most on-demand podcast of on-demand podcasts. Here's what I mean, and this is something we believe in. If you want to cry and moan, oh, my timeline, it's flooded, grow up. Okay, first world problems. Every game is going to be broken down. Why? Let me tell you as a podcast listener, I don't want to sit through 17 random games. This isn't a hostage situation. Your time is valuable. You want to hear about Miami versus Duke, but you don't want to sit through Boston College v Tech. Great. Hey, I got an app for that. Scroll the timeline. We're giving you what you want, when you want it, and very distilled fashion.
We're catered to you and the teams you love. That's Cash the Ticket. Listen on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
The Rich Keefe Show, weekday afternoons starting at 6. Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Robert Stevenson, for the second straight night, is on, pitching in a 52nd game. He's been fabulous lately. Strike throw gave up 2 unearned runs last night. He'll see Adam Duvall, Masataka Yoshida, and Trevor Story in the Herb Chambers batting order, which is brought to you by Herb Chambers, Audi Burlington, and Audi Brookline. 3-1 Tampa. Armstrong sets. He throws, and Duvall swings and misses at a really good slider. And it's 0-1. As I was flipping to Armstrong's section in the game notes, I saw on the top right corner of the front page a circle with a microphone and the word Dave on it, which reminds us of Dave Wills, longtime great radio broadcaster here, as Duvall swings and misses at an 0-1 cutter, and it's 0-2. Dave shockingly passed away in the middle of spring training this year, just a couple days after we'd seen him at JetBlue Park in Fort Myers.
Yeah, wonderful guy, great broadcaster. He used to do White Sox games before coming here to Tampa Bay. He was an institution here.
0-2 to Duvall, the pitch. Swing and a miss. He is in a rut all of a sudden, is Duvall. He strikes out again, pitch in the dirt, throw to first in plenty of time. So Duvall is 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts, and now in his last 8 at-bats, he has struck out 5 times. So he's gone. Here comes Yoshida. Dave was in so many ways the perfect fit for this market. He embraced everything about the Rays. He was an enormous personality. He loved to have fun on and off the air. Here's Yoshida, left-handed hitter, who's 0 for 2 tonight. He takes outside, ball 1. But always wear big Hawaiian shirts. A couple times in this series, I've tried to pay him a little homage with some flowery shirts. Just doesn't feel quite the same. Really the same at all coming here without him. 1-0 is skied into center field. Siri, stylistically as ever, comes in. He makes the play shoulder high, and they're 2 down.
He does play to the camera.
It's unreal. He just stood tall, waited, and then caught it shoulder high. You have to be really good to do that. You better make all the plays. And here comes Trevor Story with 2 down. But Dave would always end every broadcast at Tampa 1 with Rays win, Rays win, Rays win. Here's Trevor Story with 2 down. The pitch is high. His daughter eulogized him at a ceremony here at the Trop, attended by hundreds of close friends, Rays front office personnel, and she closed her remarks by looking to the skies and saying, with Dad there, heaven wins. Here's the pitch to Story, and he takes high. Fastball, 2-0. And they're definitely having more fun up there with Dave. He's holding court for sure, as he often would do with Kevin Cash and people here with the Tampa Bay organization. 2-0 in the 7th. The pitch to Story is a strike on the outside corner. And it's 2-1. But Dave was my kind of guy where he just loved baseball. I mean, he lived for it.
Really knew the game inside and out.
2-1 to Trevor Story. 3-1 Tampa, the pitch. Swing and a miss. He's thrown all cutters to Trevor, has Stevenson, and it's 2-2. We miss him. And so do the people of Tampa Bay, that is for sure. If Story can reach, Valdez would come up as the tying run. He's out on deck.
Rivera's going to get the bottom of the 7th.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Story pops it up. Left side of the infield, the shortstop Basabe out into shallow left field, calling everybody off. He's there to make the play. The inning is over very quickly. Sox go down. They have seen 9 consecutive hitters go down. To the stretch in Tampa. 3-1 Rays in the Shaws and Star Market Red Sox Radio Network.
Hello, everyone. This is your Delta Airlines flight attendant speaking. On behalf of your Delta crew, we're excited to announce we're growing our flight attendant team.
You can learn more about our world of opportunities at our flight attendant info session right here in Providence on September 14th and 15th. If you love to travel, meet new people, help others, and are seeking an office view of the world, a career at Delta may be right for you. To learn more, visit us at delta.com/flywithus. That's delta.com/flywithus. It's your time to climb with Delta.
On life's journey, we all need guideposts. Find Find inspiration and discover your next great Bible, devotional, or faith-based read at shopguidepost.org. Plus, enjoy free shipping on orders $45 or more with code FREESHIP45.
Sail away on the Black Island Ferry. Take a trip back to carefree times. Leave today, Black Island awaits you. Just leave your troubles behind.
Your Block Island getaway starts as soon as you board. Enjoy the ride and some fresh ocean air on our traditional or high-speed ferries from Point Judith. Visit blockislandferry.com or call 866-783-7996 for more information.
Hey, this is Tristan Casas. This is the home of the Sox, WEEI.
Randy Rosarena to lead it off against Mauricio Jovera. On the 7th, 3-1. Jovera trying to hold the line a little bit. Colin Poche, the left-hander, warms from Tampa as Rosarena takes strike one from Jovera, who's very good. In the 6th. For every 4-bagger the Red Sox hit, Red Sox Radio Network donates $40 to Cars for Kids. Rosarena swings and misses at a slider. That's very quickly 0-2. 877 Cars for Kids or carsforkids.com. 0-2. Ripped into left field. Yoshida over to his left is there. Lunging. He dives and makes the play. Yoshida took a straight line to the left and in a couple steps. Dove and nicely done. Hard hit, but Rosarena's gone. One down, and here comes Harold Ramirez. Stay tuned for the Nissan postgame show after the ball game. Normally postgame shows do occur
After the game. Yes. Redundant.
Yes. Here's a chopper to third, and it is foul. Off the handle, the bat for Ramirez. 0-1. Stay tuned for the Mass Mutual pregame show tomorrow before the game.
Right.
Save on the action-packed Nissan lineup today at the Nissan Thrill of the Drive sales event. Base is empty, one down. Jovera throws. That's a strike. Fastball on the outside corner.
Well, Kyle Schwarber hit his 10th leadoff home run this year. His 41st overall, leading off in San Diego, went 465 feet halfway up the batter's eye.
0-2. Soft ground ball to first. Casas has it. He'll take it himself to the bag. He is there in time. Ramirez is gone. You know, we saw him do that so often for the Red Sox. And this is not some revelation, but the way that Mookie does it, Acuna does it, Schwarber does it, those leadoff homers to begin games, they jolt an entire team.
I mean, it's amazing. He's hitting 195 with 41 homers.
You take it. Here is Luke Raley, who takes a strike on the outside corner. This is best Jovera's look maybe his entire time with the Red Sox. It's 0-1. I love Kyle Schwarber. 0-1, the pitch. That's a strike. I'll never forget it. First time I ever talked to him. He was so comfortable in Boston after like a week being there. I said, well, how are you able to do this in all these markets? He said, all I've wanted to do in my entire life is win. 0-2 is high and outside. The Red Sox don't go to the championship series without him. He hit the grand slam in Game 2 in Houston. One great at-bat after another. Actually, he hit the slam in Game 3 back at Fenway. 1-2 is fouled straight back. Devers and Martinez did it in Game 2. But it was just a perfect fit for Boston. Big market player, clutch. Who cares about the batting average if you produce like that? 1-2, the pitch. Swinging a shot into deep right field, but it hangs up. Duvall to his left. He's there to make the play, and the inning is over. By Jovera. We go to the 8th inning. Red Sox will have Valdez, Wong, and Abreu due up. Smush is off the bench as well. 3-1 Tampa on the Shaws and Star Market Red Sox Radio Network.
Football season is around the corner, and BetQL is here to help you win more consistently this year. BetQL is an absolute game changer if you're looking to find trends to help you win. Make smarter bets on spreads, totals, player props, and more. BetQL has already helped over 300,000 people with powerful analytics and community insights. Don't fumble away your cash this football season. Visit BetQL.com for their free daily analysis today. That's BetQL.com. BetQL.com.
Football is back, and so is Cash the Ticket. Jim Costa with Mike Valeni every week this fall. That's picks, parlays, and that's sweet, sweet value on all the NFL and college football matchups.
This is the most on-demand podcast of on-demand podcasts. Here's what I mean, and this is something we believe in. If you want to cry and moan, oh, my timeline, it's flooded, grow up. Okay, first world problems. Every game is going to be broken down. Why? Let me tell you as a podcast listener. I don't want to sit through 17 random games. This isn't a hostage situation. Your time is valuable. You want to hear about Miami versus Duke, but you don't want to sit through Boston College v Tech. Great. Hey, I got an app for that. Scroll the timeline. We're giving you what you want, when you want it, and very distilled fashion.
We're catered to you and the teams you love. That's Cash the Ticket. Listen on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Jones and Mego, weekdays 2 to 6.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
8th inning, 3-1 Rays. Here's Colin Pache. He pitched 2/3 of an inning last night. Walk 1 and fan 2, did not give up a run. Red Sox have not had a hit since the triple by Wong in the 3rd inning, and he was left at third with nobody out. They fan 15 times, and here's Rob Refsnyder to hit for Valdez, who singled and scored their only run and struck out. The left-hander Poche delivers. The first pitch is hit on a hard one hop to short. Long throw, Basabe on a hop gets him. I think he did that on purpose. Mounts the throw, and one pitch, Refsnyder, the pinch hitter, is retired. Rob went up there at .250 with 1 homer. Poche leads the American League in relief wins with 10. He's 10-3 with a .236 ERA, his 56th appearance. Only 1 of 6 in safe chances because he doesn't finish games normally. Here is Wong, and he swings. It's a high grounder foul, third base side.
Now Rafaela out on deck.
It hit for Abreu. Wong tripled off the right field fence and then struck out. Red Sox have fanned 15 times tonight. Colin Poche deals, and there's a line drive caught by the leaping shortstop. In self-defense, really, Basabe was ready to jump. I think he got up on his tiptoes. He really didn't have to jump too high, but he's made some very big plays, especially the one on Raffy that saved a run.
Got a right-hander up, I would imagine, for Turner if the inning gets to there.
They play Van Halen's jump. It was more tiptoes. Oh, he did jump. Yeah, he did get off the ground.
Good play.
Yeah, he did. 2 down.
Very impressed that you know that that's Van Halen, Joe.
Old DJ, the pitch. Rafaela takes a strike. He's hitting for Abreu at a tough time. 3 strikeouts, the first 2 looking. Rafaela, the pinch hitter. He is 6 for 14 with 1 walk to his credit. The pitch. And he rips one down the left field line. Trouble. It's a fair ball. It hits on the track. 2 hops against the wall. Rafaela flying into second base, running out from under his helmet with a pinch double. Well, they've hit 3 balls very hard this inning. With the play by Basabe looming large. And here's Raffy, the tying run.
Third
baseman, Rafael Devers.
Stevenson won 1 perfect inning with a strikeout. So Rafaela with a 2-out 8th inning pinch hit single. Raffy doubled to right. That ball actually hit the roof, came down, then he was robbed of a hit by Basabe to save a run. And he swings and misses at a breaking ball down and away. And he struck out his last time up looking against Glasnow, punched out 14. 0-1 to Raffy, tying run at the plate, 8th inning. 3-1 Rays. They've had some missed opportunities. Can the Red Sox take advantage and come back? The pitch, check swing and a high fastball. He went around.
1 for 11 with 7 strikeouts. I think Raffy should call for time. He's frustrated right here. This is another one of those times this year. He's in such a rut.
Behind 0-2. Colin Poche. Ready? And the 0-2. Swing and a high fly ball center field. Siri standing there very casually. Now moves half a step and makes the catch.
Please.
That retires the side. Siri's a good player, but he can style. After 7.5, it is 3-1 in favor of the Rays on the Shaws in Star Market. WEEI Red Sox Network.
Hello, everyone. This is your Delta Airlines flight attendant speaking. On behalf of your Delta crew, we're excited to announce we're growing our flight attendant team.
You can learn more about our world of opportunities at our flight attendant info session right here in Providence on September 14th and 15th. If you love to travel, meet new people, help others, and are seeking an office view of the world, a career at Delta may be right for you. To learn more, visit us at delta.com/flywithus. That's delta.com/flywithus. It's your time to climb with Delta.
Neighborhood Health Plan of Rhode Island wants you to stay healthy during cold and flu season. I'm Dr. Christopher Adiano, reminding you to protect yourself against the flu by getting the flu shot. You should also stay up to date on your COVID vaccines. If you have questions, talk to your provider.
With Neighborhood, you can get high-quality, affordable health insurance for you and your family. To learn how to join, call 1-401-459-6075. At Neighborhood, we're here for you.
Ripta's R-Line fare-free pilot is coming to an end on September 30th. Starting October 1st, passengers must pay full fare on all Rhode Island Public Transit Authority R-Line buses. Pay your Ripta fare with Wave Smart Card, Wave mobile app, or with $2 cash. On October 1st, please have your bus fare ready when boarding the R-Line. For more information, please visit Ripta.com. Thank you for riding Ripta.
Are you ready to focus on what you're truly passionate about? At the University of Massachusetts Amherst, we're committed to helping students design a meaningful path for their future. As one of the country's top-tier public research universities, we're helping drive the world forward, empowering students to challenge convention, champion innovation, and embrace the freedom of affecting real, positive change in the world. Tap now to explore flexible options for a high-quality education or visit umass.edu. Be revolutionary.
More Boston sports opinion, more often. Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Here we go. The Isaac Paredes leading off here in the Herb Chambers batting order. Sponsored by Herb Chambers, Lexus of Sharon, Lexus of Hingham. Paredes takes slow. He fouled to the catcher, then drilled his 28th home run of the year. It was in the fourth inning and put them ahead. He walked his last time up. Joe Veras pitched 2 scoreless innings. He delivers, and that one's high, ball 2. Stay tuned for the Nissan postgame show after the game.
Rafael is at second base. First time since 22 when he played 1 inning there for Greenville. That's it.
Ref Snyder in center, the pitch. That's outside, ball 3. At Nissan, we make cars the thrill experience, the thrill for your shop for yourself. Shop NissanUSA.com. Red Sox get a lefty up. Walter, it appears, the pitch. That's taken high, a 4-pitch walk. Red Sox have issued 5 walks tonight. The Rays could have a bigger lead. They've stranded 8.
The shortstop, number 37, no slight.
Here is Basabe, whose defense has preserved the lead. He's grounded out 3-1, single to center, and bounced into a force play with the bases loaded. Big hole on the right side. Javera deals. Basabe takes a strike. Let's see the lefty up with no lefty due for a while. No lefty hitter due. The pitch. Swing and a chopper, hit to third. Raffy gloves, fires to second, and did he hold the bag? Yes, he did. The throw was to the center field side. Raffaella really had to struggle to hold the bag there. And it is a force out, so the out goes 5-4. They get the first batter, and here's Siri, who's fly to left, had an infield hit to third and popped up to the first baseman. In the ninth, the Red Sox will have the 3, 4, and 5 hitters, Turner, Casas, and Duvall, and they have combined to strike out 7 times. But still time. The pitch up and in, ball 1. This is Joe Vera's longest outing with the Red Sox. He had gone 2 innings in the 17-1 romp over Houston August 24th. Now he's gone 2 1/3. So he has 25 homers. Jovera delivers. Fastball pumped in for a strike at 94. 3 runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Rays. 1 run, only 4 hits, no errors for the Red Sox, who have left 4. The Rays have stranded 8. The pitch. Swing, there's a shot down the left field line by the bullpen and foul. Take 10 seconds on the Shaw Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Today's attendance, 10,100, 10,100, 10,000.
Here's the 1-2 pitch, and Siri takes it low and away. The attendance, 10,100. Brought to you by Citgo. Whether you're off to the ballpark, dog park, or amusement park, Citgo top-tier tri-clean gasoline gets you where you're going, whether you're traveling near or far. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go. The 2-2 deal. Chopper foul by the third base dugout. Well, they have, is that Fairbanks? I believe it is, warming. Their closer, who pitched the 9th inning and struck out 3 yesterday.
Not ideal.
Turner, Casas, and Duvall scheduled. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a high fly, right center field. Back goes Duvall, and the center fielder, Ref Snyder. Duvall makes the catch about 10 feet in front of the track for the second out. Well, so far, Jovera's given him a chance to stay within striking distance. And Pinto, the catcher, is coming along. He lined to third. Raffy made a good play to get him. Struck out and single to right.
It's almost like Connor sees something here from Jovera, feeling something maybe. It's an unusual time for a visit to the mound.
So, conference continues. No pitching coach out there. It is Fairbanks warming. Walter's still up in the Red Sox pen. I just want to give him a breather there. The umpire breaks it up. Red Sox playing for the last time this season here. I'd be happy to get away. It's been a house of horrors for a long time now. 1 win last year so far, 1 win this year. Runner at first, 2 down. Pinto, the catcher, awaits and hits a fly ball to right field. Duvall has it lined up as he moves back a step in front of the track. Jovera gives the Red Sox 3 scoreless innings. So on we go to the 9th. Fairbanks coming on. 3-1 Rays on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Hello, everyone. This is your Delta Airlines flight attendant speaking. On behalf of your Delta crew, we're excited to announce we're growing our flight attendant team.
You can learn more about our world of opportunities at our flight attendant info session right here in Providence on September 14th and 15th. If you love to travel, meet new people, help others, and are seeking an office view of the world, a career at Delta may be right for you. To learn more, visit us at delta.com/flywithus. That's delta.com/flywithus. It's your time to climb with Delta.
RIPTA's R-Line fare-free pilot is coming to an end on September 30th. Starting October 1st, passengers must pay full fare on all Rhode Island Public Transit Authority R-Line buses. Pay your RIPTA fare with Wave Smart Card, Wave mobile app, or with $2 cash. On October 1st, please have your bus fare ready when boarding the R-Line. For more information, please visit RIPTA.com. Thank you for riding RIPTA.
Six Flags' biggest sale of the year is finally here. For 13 days only, save up to 70% off season passes, single-day tickets, all-day dining passes, flash passes, and more. Experience all the thrills, chills, and fills Six Flags has to offer with the season pass gives you access to our most popular events like Fright Fest, Oktoberfest, and more, all for up to 70% off. But hurry, these jaw-dropping deals end September 5th. Visit sixflags.com for more information.
Hey, it's James Paxton. This is the home of the Red Sox, WEEI.
It's the ninth inning. Leading off for the Red Sox will be Justin Turner in the Herb Chambers batting order, sponsored by Herb Chambers Mercedes-Benz of Boston, Mercedes-Benz of Natick, flagship motor cars of Linfield. Tough night for Turner, who struck out 3 times, twice looking. Last night, Fairbanks struck him out. Fairbanks pitched a scoreless inning, gave up a hit to Raffy in fan 3. So here's Turner trying to get something started here against their closer. A tall right-hander who throws 99 miles an hour, delivers, and a ground ball pull foul by the third base coaching box.
The results of our Diesel Direct poll question at Sox Booth, who's going to win the AL MVP, rather Rookie of the Year. We got some homerism going on. 51% say the man on deck.
It's Tristan Casas. 0-1 coming to Justin, and he swings and misses at a high fastball. That was 98.6.
Eighth time Fairbanks has pitched on no days rest consecutive. He's got a 1.69 ERA in these spots.
19-21 and saved chances. Tall right-hander fires inside by the hands. Fairbanks out of St. Louis. Pitched for Mizzou 3 years. Had Tommy John surgery in his junior year of high school. 1-2 pitch to Turner. Pop foul to the right, out of play. He's the fourth pitcher. Poche was very fortunate to give up some shots, but no runs, 1 hit in 1 inning. Didn't have a strikeout. 1-2. Right-hander delivers. Little inside, close pitch, very close. Red Sox struck out in every inning but the 8th. They have fanned 15 times. 2-2 to Justin. Fairbanks deals. Grounded foul. He spoiled a tough one on the inside by the Red Sox dugout. Nissan postgame show coming up. Experience the thrill for yourself. Shop today at NissanUSA.com. The next 2-2, foul to the right, out of play. Seattle coming in for a 4-game series. Red Sox off tomorrow, host the Orioles this weekend. They haven't seen the Orioles since April. And they are flying high. Beat Tampa Bay by 3.5. Fairbanks again with the 7th pitch of this at-bat. And he takes strike 3 over the outside corner. Golden sombrero for Turner. 3 times he's been called out. Let's see, that is 45 Red Sox strikeouts in this 3-game series. And they have so many pitchers disabled, but they still have arms that throw hard. Here's Casas now, who's grounded out 6-3, robbed of a hit by the first baseman. Diaz made a good play, then he struck out. His hit streak's on the line, and he fouls it to the left out of play at 12 games. Red Sox down to their final 2 outs here. The loss would make them 3-3 on this trip. Pete Fairbanks deals and leaves that one a little low and away. With an off-speed pitch there at 88. Duvall on deck, and then Yoshida. Fairbanks delivers home. Strike at the knees, down and away, borderline pitch.
Nope, not a strike. That was low.
Is that Martin up in the pen? Appears to be. Pitched the last 2 days.
I think that's Winkowski.
Oh, he's pitched the last 2 days. All right, it's a 1-2 count now to Tristan Casas, who's taking his time, getting back in there now. Fairbanks to the set. He fires, swinging a hard grounder off the glove of the diving first baseman, rolling into right field. Diaz took a dive to his right, and Casas is on. That should be scored a hit. It was scalded.
That's so good from him. I mean, that was such a bad call, 1-1. To be able to gather himself, put a good swing on it, more impressive stuff from Tristan.
So the Red Sox do get the tying run to the plate. And the person, Adam Duvall, was fanned 3 times. 13-game hit streak now for Tristan. Just the Red Sox second hit since the 3rd inning. Tying run at the plate. On deck is Yoshida. The pitch to Duvall. Swing and a miss. Got a high fastball by him. Ooh. They've been throwing gas to him, and it's been effective for the Rays pitchers.
All it takes is one. 105 off the bat for Tristan.
Fairbanks with the 0-1 delivery. And Duvall takes the breaking ball for a strike over the inside edge. He was sitting dead red there. Tough position to be in 0-2 with this guy. $10,100, the announced crowd. Fairbanks ready. Here's the 0-2. And strike 3 called. Japanese over the outer half. That is 17 strikeouts for the Red Sox hitters tonight. 4 times Turner, 4 times Duvall. And it's up to Yoshida to extend it. He struck out, grounded out to the pitcher, and fly to center. If he reaches, Story would be next. Not holding Casas aboard. There's a strike, backdoor breaking ball. Yoshida's gone over his last 8 after the home runs he hit in Kansas City in the first game of the series. Fairbanks with the 0-1. And another breaking ball for a strike over the outer half. Would he triple up on it? Obviously they've been sitting fastball, but hasn't helped. 0-2. 2 out, 9th inning, 3-1 Rays. Tying run at the plate. The pitch to Yoshida. Ground ball hit to first. Diaz has it. Underhands to the pitcher. Ball game over. The Tampa Bay Rays beat the Red Sox to take the series 2-1. The final, Rays 3, Red Sox 1. The Red Sox go 1-6 at the Trop this season. They are 2-9 against Tampa Bay. Totals next on the Shaw Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Hello, everyone. This is your Delta Airlines flight attendant speaking. On behalf of your Delta crew, we're excited to announce we're growing our flight attendant team.
You can learn more about our world of opportunities at our flight attendant info session right here in Providence on September 14th and 15th. If you love to travel, meet new people, help others, and are seeking an office view of the world, a career at Delta may be right for you. To learn more, visit us at delta.com/flywithus. That's delta.com/flywithus. It's your time to climb with Delta.
On life's journey, we all need guideposts. Find inspiration and discover your next great Bible, devotional, or faith-based read at shopguidepost.org. Plus, enjoy free shipping on orders $45 or more with code FREESHIP45.
Sail away on the Black Island Ferry. Take a trip back to carefree times. Leave today, Black Island awaits you. Just leave your troubles behind.
Your Block Island getaway starts as soon as you board. Enjoy the ride and some fresh ocean air on our traditional or high-speed ferries from Point Judith. Visit blockislandferry.com or call 866-783-7996 for more information.
RIPTA's R-Line fare-free pilot is coming to an end on September 30th. Starting October 1st, passengers must pay full fare on all Rhode Island Public Transit Authority R-Line buses. Pay your RIPTA fare with Wave Smart Card, Wave mobile app, or with $2 cash. On October 1st, please have your bus fare ready when boarding the R-Line. For more information, please visit RIPTA.com. Thank you for riding RIPTA.
The Greg Hill Show, weekdays, 5:30 to 10.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
This receiver trio is scary, and it does start with Scary Terry himself there. He's good, man. And it's just, can we get normal quarterback play for this guy for once in his career? Because you're right. I mean, no shade to ODU's finest Taylor Heineke, but he was literally a backup quarterback in the XFL. And he's probably the best player that Washington has rolled out at quarterback in Terry's, career.
Subscribe to Reception Perception, available on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcast.